It's a lot of news coming out over the weekend. It's a lot of news coming out. I know a lot of the people waiting on that Jack Catterall fight to go by so that we can see what happens at 140. There's a lot of people waiting on Jack Catterall next opponent. Really, before he fought Josh Taylor the last time. And a lot of opponents being talked about right now, like Teofimo. I know Devin Haney's opponent they're talking about mainly facing Catterall. I haven't heard too many people talking about him facing the winner of Poirot and Hitches. I think the winner of that fight got a lot of options. Right now, the winner of Hitches and Poirot, I know if Hitches win, he definitely has a lot of options. But yeah, I think things are going according to plan. Yeah, I think things going right. Exactly the way they should be going. But Tyson Fury is been saying a lot recently. He said a little bit during the Anthony Joshua fight, but more recently he's been saying a lot more. I definitely don't know the reason why. He usually talks a lot getting close to the fight, but it's kind of abnormal right now. But it's hard to tell if he got over that loss, though. I definitely thought I thought he got over that loss. But right now, I'm starting to question it. I don't know if he got over. Oh, what's up, Go Good? What's going on, man? Salute. Yeah, I thought, cause Fury, he said a couple of things, but man, him saying that he feels that his fight with Usyk was closer than Beterbiev or Bivol. I was just talking about that last live, I think, 2 lives ago. Now he's saying his fight was closer. Man, he did not fight better than Dimitri Bivol in that fight. He need to cut it out. He did not fight better than Dimitri Bivol in that fight, man. He confused me on that one. He said, I feel like the fight was closer than their fight. I don't feel like it. Points or no points. But he feels like he can go out there and stop Usyk. In my eyes, to be honest with you, I feel like Usyk was he was kind of pacing himself. He wasn't going all out in that fight. I don't know if Fury realizes it, but Usyk wasn't really going all out in that fight. So maybe he feels like he got the best of Usyk. But in my eyes, I didn't see that. I didn't see it that way. I saw Usyk doing a lot more in the Joshua fight as far as staying active and moving the whole time. But Fury fight, he was a lot more relaxed. As long as he didn't have Fury holding him, he wasn't worried about anything. That's the only thing that worried him. He was like, okay, as long as he's not grabbing me or holding me, I'm good. And Fury looked out of place when he seen that. Yeah, Fury looked so out of place. I don't know how to explain it. Yeah, but he was way out of place, man. I was like, that's crazy. But if you realize it, in that fight, he hasn't been fighting good lately, though. This last couple of fights. So for him to feel like he can KO Usyk right now, I don't know. I don't know. I think him and his trainer on a hot seat right now. Him and that trainer take another loss. It's gonna be some rumblings in the community. I'll just say that. Him and that trainer don't do nothing the next fight. There's gonna be a lot of complaints. It's already some blame on the corner last time. You know, I'm hearing reports already of people saying, "Oh, well, it's not gonna be any trouble in the corner this time." This time, man, Tyson Fury is a professional boxer who's been boxing since he was a kid. He don't need nobody in the corner at this point. That's just like with Floyd. Yeah, you can give him a couple of tips and everything, but at that point, he gonna fight the way he gonna fight. So yeah, Tyson Fury, he know what time it is. I didn't think he executed the way he could have. Early in the fight, he was executing, but I don't think Usyk was pressing like that early. He was very patient. He wasn't really rushing like that, so he was good in the fight, man. He wasn't really flustered. So I got to see Usyk in some kind of danger first before I'm just all in on the Fury train right now, because he is the underdog still. He still is the underdog. But yeah, he definitely went out on a limb and said something with that one. That fight wasn't closer than that. It was a close fight, but it wasn't closer than that fight. I think Bivol did a better job early in that fight, because he took it all the way into the mid rounds, like late in the mid rounds. By then, I think Fury was starting to struggle. But yeah, we're hearing about Catterall and Haney as well. I think that's something. Oh yeah, another thing too. Before I move away from the Tyson Fury thing, they was also saying recently that his wife had a miscarriage before he had a fight. That's bad news. I'm sorry to hear that. But that ain't the reason he lost the fight though. I'm gonna just go ahead and say that right now. That's definitely not the reason he lost the fight. He lost because he lost. And wasn't prepared in an Ngannou fight. So this was really um a lot of people was trying to see if he was gonna come in shape this time. So yeah, that definitely had nothing to do with the Ngannou fight. But yeah, I wouldn't say it's an excuse, but because it did happen. But that had nothing to do with the Ngannou fight though. He still has to show me that against certain people at that weigh a certain weight or size that he can fight them the same way he does other guys. That's all I want to see. Especially guys who have high skills and technicians at heavyweight. That's all I want to see. Because he's known as a technician, so if he gets in front of another technician, he's not technical. Or doesn't look highly skilled, he looks average then. Or doesn't look superior. That says a lot. That's why a lot of times you gotta have these fights happen. Because the style is gonna make the fight. And it's gonna tell a lot of things you can't see in other matchups. That's why some people do matchmaking. They don't just think of just throwing a guy in there. Hey man, just throw a guy in there and make the fight happen. That's all it is. Throw a guy in there, make the fight happen, see what happens. That's what happened with Catterall and Josh Taylor. It was a good fight. Most fights that get made like that, those are the best ones on these guys' resumes. The ones that's all thought out and everything, they end up being okay, but most of the time you forget about them. But yeah, back to the Catterall thing. 140 has a lot of opponents right now that can fight each other. That's a weight class that has pretty much made up most of the fights this year that people have talked about. Outside of 140, I mean, you got like 175 fight, one or two of those. Heavyweight. Featherweight a little bit. 135, not really. It has been, but not because of fights get made. Or not because of fights in the ring. It's 50-50 really. But yeah, 140 is one of the most active divisions. 154 is starting to pick it up. I mean, 154 has been active for years. That division never slowed down, but it's starting to get more smaller as far as the circle. A lot of these guys starting to fight each other now. Because a lot of fans haven't heard about a lot of these guys. So that tells you one situation right there. A lot of these guys don't know, like the guy Bakaram. A lot of people don't know him. They don't know him. They know him now. But they didn't know who he was. But yeah, he's a very good fighter though. A lot of people know who he is now. Very good fighter. Sometimes these people be sleeping on certain fighters because they never heard of them. But they know who he is now. But that division 154, yeah, it's 68. I thought it had potential. Benavidez and Morrell not there no more, so everybody kind of moved on from that situation. We see Morrell and Benavidez want to fight, so everybody else dropped the ball on that one. And if you don't want to make a fight with Benavidez right now, you're really just hurting yourself. In a couple of years, there's gonna be a lot of guys that want to make a fight with Benavidez. Because I don't see any fighters right now putting their name in a different light than what Benavidez is. They're not taking the fights that's making people talk about them. Haney the same way. He taking the fights right now when people still. You got people. I'm hearing people complain about Haney name being mentioned with Catterall, and I'm sitting here like, I don't understand that. I know we ain't finna just act like Teofimo is must-see TV right now when he's not even in the mix, really. He's out here, but he's not in the mix right now. Turned down way too many fights. Way too many fights. You know it's bad when you turn down way more fights than Ryan Garcia. And you're not Ryan Garcia. And you're not Tank. These dudes turning down fights for belts. So that's one reason why I would say Haney is an option over Teofimo Lopez. Teofimo turned down fights for belts. It ain't nothing else to talk about. Like, turning down fights for belts is crazy. That ain't gonna have you in boxing long. I'm being honest. That's not going on much these days. I can't name too many people that turn down fights for belts. I can name a couple now, but they still became champions after, so they don't really count. But yeah, people acting like 140 just got some fighters right there that just been taking hard fights. And some of these guys just took their first tough fight or real fight. And I try to tell people that. I've been saying, man, a lot of these guys ain't fought nobody yet. And we seen how Regis looked against Catterall versus the way he looked against Haney. So we already see his levels to everything. And people act like, yeah, man, it's the skills. He ain't got no skills. How he ain't got no skills? He made Regis Prograis look regular. That's what I don't. People have no problem saying that Catterall is a highly skilled boxer, even though he got dropped by Prograis. I noticed that. Had no problem saying that. Which we already know Catterall was good. Especially after he beat Josh Taylor the first time. That was solidified. I think we already seen that one coming. That's why it's kind of funny when Bob was tripping. I'm like, Bob, the first fight was already close, so. Yeah, like this ain't happened before. But the sport of boxing is definitely going to a good place right now. It is. Because we found out who want to fight for real. We want to find out who want to fight. And I've been telling people already, the guys that want to fight. That's why I ain't sitting back wondering why certain fights ain't getting made. I know who want to fight. I definitely know who want to fight at this point. They'll put certain fights together right now, especially if it makes sense. But right now, man, a lot of fights aren't being really mentioned as potentially next. I know if Fury loses next fight, man, it's gonna be a world of trouble. And then Usyk coming out with the Hitman. He coming out with the Hitman picture. Then he came out with a picture of Tyson Fury on there. Ain't that crazy? Dude got a picture of Tyson Fury on there. I know I went triple a couple of years ago. I was like, hey, this dude always doing, like at the first press conference, he always doing like costumes or something. I was like, nah, maybe I'm tripping. Maybe he just cut his mustache like that. But nah, I wasn't tripping though. He wouldn't cut off all the hair on his face. Hitman 47. That's wild. Pulled out a picture of this dude getting dropped. That's crazy. Well, not dropped, but well, he should have got dropped. He was all on the ropes. He should have got dropped. Wasn't swinging back at all. This man wasn't trying to get any punches in. That was crazy. That man wasn't swinging back at all. But yeah, they're now starting to discuss Chris Eubanks and Canelo coming up as a fight, potentially. And I just don't know, man. At this point, I ain't really tripping over what he do. But I just don't want to hear people talking about other fighters, how good they're not and everything else. Man, come on, man. Ain't nobody running around fighting like they Oscar De La Hoya, so. It's a new era in boxing, man. A lot of people doing soft touches. Ain't nobody fighting no wars right now. It's low grade. To be honest with you, it's lowering the standard. Because a lot of these fights, man, the dudes get in, these really ain't no fights. You know who really in the fight when you see certain fights. Especially this year. You can name a couple of fights this year. That's why when everybody seen the Tim Tszyu and Fedor fight, it was, they were losing it. But yeah, there ain't a lot of wars in boxing. I'm talking about straight wars. Like the Virgil Ortiz, the Boycheck fight, that was a war. Yeah, that fight had more action in it than both of Canelo fights. And that's what people are looking for. A lot of action. The names and everything, that's cool. But it's getting to the point now, we need some action, man. Some highlights. I don't know what the Eubanks fight is going to do over here, but I know in the UK it's going to be a big fight. The Canelo fight over there, that'll be huge. Looks like that's what they're thinking about doing. I know not Canelo particularly. I know his team is making some moves around that. They making some moves on that Eubanks fight. They're not moving away from that. Yeah, that Eubanks fight definitely is what a lot of people are going to be hearing about soon. I'm not surprised though. Are there any other options for Canelo? I heard people saying Christian and Billy. I mean, watching them instead of Benavidez and Billy over Benavidez and Morrell. I mean, it's an okay fight. It ain't something I'm looking for. I'll watch it, but it ain't that big a deal though. It ain't something that's gonna stop the sport. It ain't gonna be a showstopper. People are watching though. But I think the new era coming in with Benavidez and Morrell, I think that's a sign that the new era is here to stay now. It's like the last era is over with now. That era is over. It's not a factor anymore. Especially right now. Yeah, definitely not a factor right now. Because if you look at the people who really making fights, Teofimo is what you consider a star in boxing, a big name. And look how young he is. You know what I'm saying? And look at Haney. Or even Benavidez. He's considered a veteran. And he's not old. Because they've been active and moving. And making some fights that where you gotta talk about them. If you're gonna talk about boxing. If you're gonna talk about boxing, you gotta talk about those guys. If not, you ain't really talking about nothing in boxing. Not no big fights. It hasn't really been too many big fights made outside those names. Yeah, there's been that many names outside of those guys. So that's when the sport of boxing is really in a spot now where, yeah, you got some big names coming up now. See what Floyd Schofield do this weekend. He gonna be another person who gonna make a lot of noise next couple of months. At 135, because 135 ain't trying to have no moves right now. And he saying like he's serious about trying to get a opportunity. At 135, at a decent fight. And still at a young age too. We got him and Zepeda trying to do the same thing, and he's way older than Zepeda is. Way older. Yeah, he way older. I mean, Zepeda way older than him. I'm tripping. Yeah, Zepeda's way older. But the big fights that's coming on this month, I mean, we got Boots Ennis and these guys. It's not a like all the way 50-50 fight with Bam Rodriguez and Boots Ennis, but it's a competitive fight. It'll definitely be something to watch. It'll definitely be something to watch. But I think this weekend these fights are gonna be something I'm looking forward to. Yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to these fights. It's gonna be pretty tough to find out what card. I know that Floyd Schofield card is pretty good. Thinking about uh watching those on the undercard. I'm thinking about watching those. Can't really sleep on some of those fights. But Shacky Foster fighting this weekend, he definitely got to pull it off. But then you have Raymond Miritai. I don't know why I forgot he was on the undercard. I mean, on the co-main event. Then Jermaine Ortiz fighting Friday. I haven't looked at the guy he's fighting yet. Got to figure out who he's fighting. That's gonna be a tough fight though. I seen the guy. He got a decent record. He got a decent record, man. It's gonna be a tough fight. You gotta watch out. This is the times where you actually at your best, but sometimes people just catch you slipping as far as certain fights. Not saying he's not ready, but it ain't gonna be easy. Yeah, it's definitely not gonna be easy. Oh, let me see. Yeah, but most of these fights, they're trying to put together right now, it's gonna be on the fly because outside of the Baccarat, I haven't heard anybody mention fighters with Terrence Crawford lately. They gotta start putting some things together, man. Too many gaps. It already looks like Tank gonna fight one time this year. Not gonna be good. Then this dude, Medallia, he ain't gonna fight anyway. Man, I don't like anyway next fight. I mean, if people want to watch it, that's cool, but I don't like the next fight he got. I'm not too impressed with that fight. I thought he could have easily did better on the opponents. Thought he could have easily done better. That dude Goodman, man, he's not gonna. Anyway, got to get in the ring with somebody who's gonna actually try to defeat him and beat him. A lot of these guys be jumping in there scared. I'm talking about super afraid. These guys be afraid, man. But I'm glad Shushu get another fight in. Yeah, I'm glad Shushu getting another a fight in, man. He need one. I knew that last guy was gonna be tough. Yeah, I knew that. I knew that other guy was gonna be tough. He's the real deal, though. But man, I want to see who Catterall get in the ring with. I'd like to see that Haney fight. I don't think. I want to see Teofimo getting there with somebody else. I think he already fought Josh Taylor. That'll be the same size guy. Not size, but that'll be the same type of fighter. I still wanted to see that Matias fight. I didn't think him having a belt or not made much difference to me. Yeah, I thought it'd be all right to me. But yeah, I don't think they understand how good some of these matchups are until it actually happened, though. Like that one this weekend with um Tim Zoo past weekend, not this weekend, but last weekend. That was a good fight, man. That was a very good fight. I think a lot of people ignore that. These matchups definitely catch you off guard, but when they happen, it's a good fight. Like Usyk and Fury, they run the rematch back. A lot of people want to see it. Now Joshua and Dubois, I haven't heard a lot of people saying they want to see that rematch. Yeah, that's not a rematch I heard about. Well, I heard it's happening, but not a lot of people interested in watching those guys fight. After the first result, that was a quick knockdown early in that fight. It was just about the same thing as the Tim Tszyu fight. Yeah, definitely wasn't much of a difference. But I think next year is going to be the last year where we see the people who's at the top of their game right now. I think next year going to be the last year. After that, it's going to be a time where guys like Haney and other people going to step in, and those where the big fights going to come from. That's why it's funny now. A lot of people talking, but they going to be at these same people who talking. They going to be at his fights. Front row, paying the ticket. These same people gonna be paying to see Devin Haney fighting the next couple of years. That's the funny part about it. Then they're gonna be explaining how they came to see his opponent. Yeah, I already see it. I see it happening. They don't want to acknowledge it, but we see it. You know they got high standards for you when they say Jack Catterall ain't good enough. This dude to be all kind of top 140s. But they don't consider that a big time fight. Yeah, I never understood that. Oh, they got those in there? Yeah, but I don't think the Fury could KO Usyk though. I just don't think the power there, man. Whatever power was there, I felt like it was mostly had to do with weight. He ain't never been a person who just. I know people say he's a mauler or whatever. The way he boxes, I've never heard that kind of. I've never heard that analogy. You know, I don't know. I can't. I don't understand it. A mauler, not a brawler, but a mauler. Like no. No, I ain't understand that. Definitely didn't understand it. He said Devin may have lost a lot of fans. Shoot, Ryan should have lost a lot of fans after quitting versus Tank Davis. I'm trying to figure out what type of fans we got. I don't think those were boxing fans. Tyson Fury should have lost fans after Ngannou fight. These aren't real fans. They never liked Devin Haney anyways. Ain't got nothing to do with boxing. We all know that. We know what time it is. And and guess what? All these guys talking about Devin Haney ain't got no fans or he lost his fans. You say he just insulted Regis. Who cares? Regis ain't nobody. So what? So what? Regis ain't nobody. Who cares about Regis? I ain't trying to be disrespectful, but I'm just saying. Like, Regis ain't, man, please. Regis fought Haney for one of the biggest paydays he ever got, then start crying. Imagine me getting my biggest payday with Devin Haney, and then later on, I'm like, yeah, man, he a weight bully. Like whining. You said, why insult the man? He already insulted Devin Haney. When he sat up here and said in the ring, he said in the ring, right after Catterall whooped him, talking about Jack Catterall, the best fighter he been in the ring with. So he's saying Jack Catterall was a better fighter than Josh Taylor and Devin Haney. He been taking shots at that man. Everybody says things about Devin Haney all the time, and I don't never see none of these people out here. Hey, listen, people say stuff about Devin Haney all the time, and I never see none of these fans out here taking up for Devin Haney. So I don't care about Regis Prograis. Regis Prograis, he famous for fighting Devin Haney. If you want me to be real, the only reason people talk about that Regis Prograis now is because he fought Devin Haney. Tell me I'm lying. Tell me I'm lying. Before Regis Prograis fought Devin Haney, who was talking about Regis Prograis fight he had in New Orleans against Zorilla? The only reason people talking about Regis Prograis right now because of Devin Haney. That's it. These people don't love Regis Prograis like that. If he think they do, then okay. Now tell me I'm lying. They don't love him like that. Like I was saying. Because he couldn't answer the question about people running around talking about Devin Haney all day, but Regis Prograis can't take one insult. That's coward stuff. If Regis Prograis can't take one insult, but everybody running around talking about Devin Haney every day, his family and everything else, that's coward stuff. I think people who, just like you was talking about Devin Haney, he just insulted Regis Prograis. Are you mad at everybody who insults somebody? I highly doubt it. I highly doubt it. That's what some of these guys' favorite boxers do. They insult people. They go to their countries, they insult him. That happens. You said Regis was a champ before Devin Haney? Okay, and nobody still wanted to fight Regis Prograis. He was a champion and nobody wanted to fight him. I didn't hear Tank saying he wanted to fight Regis Prograis. Did you hear anybody saying they wanted to fight Regis Prograis? You said, I just think it was classless. Bro, have you been hearing the stuff that Regis Prograis been saying? While you saying Devin Haney? It's classless to sit up here and get beat up like you did against Devin Haney, then try to make it seem like he's not the best fighter you fought. Then it's classless to act like Devin Haney's a weight bully when Regis Prograis is 34, 35 years old. Regis Prograis is 35 years old. He's been in the same weight class for over 10 years. And to call another man a weight bully is classless. Did you know that Regis Prograis was out here calling grown men that's only 25 years old weight bullies? And he been in the same weight class for 10 years? I think that's classless. He didn't say Devin's name. Come on, man. Come on, man. Come on, man. Regis Prograis, the only way he been getting interviews is to say Devin Haney's name. What you mean he ain't said Devin Haney's name? He just said that he don't care if Devin Haney lost because of PEDs, he deserve it. So you're taking up for a guy who said, I don't care if Devin Haney lost because of PEDs, he deserve it. So you don't. So I'm supposed to baby feed. I'm supposed to pat Regis Prograis on the back like I'm his mama, and he out here insulting people who beat him. He didn't beat Devin Haney. So if you think, if you glad somebody lost because of PED, you don't care about somebody losing because of PEDs. I don't care about Regis Prograis losing. So all I'm doing is using his words. If you don't care about Devin Haney losing on PEDs, I don't care about him losing or retiring. I'm using his words. I'm using the same as words he using. That's why America's a joke now as far as in boxing, because we got people like Regis Prograis walking around and giving people the okay, yeah, man, let's slander one of these boxers over here. Yeah, I still gotta watch that fight. He be out here letting people slander the boxers over here and everything. Then he go overseas and kiss Jack Catterall on the butt like he an undisputed fighter. Like, bro, he's a waste. He's a waste. He had a nice career. I had a lot of respect for Regis Prograis over the years. Was a supporter of Regis Prograis and everything. If you go back and look at my post-fight review, Regis Prograis versus Devin Haney. I gave Regis Prograis all kinds of credit. They was out here laughing at Regis Prograis last year. Bro, they was laughing at Regis Prograis after he lost to Devin Haney. I got a video on my channel right now. Go to Devin Haney versus Regis Prograis post-fight. Can't face it boxing. I said, yeah, man, Regis Prograis did a good job. He went out there. He fought hard. He didn't give no excuses. He fought the best. He always fight the best. Then he go out there talking about, so, yeah, man, PEDs is bad, but I don't care if Devin Haney lost to somebody on PEDs. This dude he called somebody a weight bully. He been in the same weight class 10 years. Think about that. It's sad that I got to use math in boxing to make things make sense, but okay, Devin Haney's 25. Regis Prograis is 35. He been in the same weight class for how long? So who's the weight bully? Dude embarrassed himself, man. He need a PR person. Highly embarrassing. And I don't like coming on here slandering no boxers. I ain't trying to make no name off disrespecting no other man or nothing like that. But something got to be said. We ain't got no OGs out here no more, so it got to be said. Somebody got to say it. Boxing at a sad state right now. We got a lot of robots running around. Everybody passing out fake news and information for likes. The fans eating it up. They love it. Then they want to come over here and act like the fake news ain't fake. Man, cut it out, man. Like, we got fans ain't even calling out fake news no more. Bro, boxing done, bro. Boxing about to be like the NBA after LeBron retire. After LeBron retired, that's what boxing gonna look like. Oh, y'all better pray to God. Hey, y'all better start liking Devin Haney or somebody. Y'all better be hoping Bam Rodriguez fight every 4 years and fight some good fighters too. Because after Canelo and Tank Davis retire, it's over with. It is over. It's over. It is over. The clock is ticking. There's only a couple of years left on that Bam Rodriguez. I mean, on the Tank and the Canelo train. Shoot, Tank and Canelo might retire same time as Usyk. Yeah, so the people who just enjoying the fights, enjoy them. Yeah. Enjoy them. Enjoy the fights. Because after Canelo and Tank retire, it's over with. Bro, we had to have Turkey Al-Sheikh step in to save some of these guys' careers. Think about that. We got boxers out here who said they ain't out here saying, man, I need to fight these certain people before I retire. They like, nah. If Turkey Al-Sheikh wouldn't have showed up, some of these guys still wouldn't have fought anybody. Just think about it that way. Some guys didn't need Turkey Al-Sheikh and some guys did. Some guys still do. Man, I was watching MMA for the first time this weekend that I've seen in years, and the first thing I said was, well, you can't really tell who they want to win. That's one thing that was sad. I'm like, well, you can't tell who they want to win. Sad, bro. Sad. It's sad, bro. For real. For real. The sport was built off of letting guys with no reputation or no background. Anybody can just walk off the street and just win a boxing match. Anybody could walk off the street and just have a boxing match and win. That's why the sport of boxing is different from everywhere else. In NFL, you gotta go through all this stuff. That's why when people watch movies, sports movies, they look at Rocky and say, hey man, we know this is a fake movie, but in boxing, you really can just be somebody who's unknown and go in there and fight a world champion. But it ain't like that no more. You gotta actually build a fan base and you gotta get followers now. It's like being a boxer is like trying to be a rapper now. You know what I'm saying? Like being a boxer is like trying to be a rapper now. So if you can fight and you just really ain't into all that other stuff, oh, you ain't got no chance. Not these days. Bro, it be literally fans that sit up here and tell boxers, man, you need to call out so-and-so. I'm fighting everybody, but I need to call somebody out. I'm already fighting everybody. I'm fighting way more guys than these other guys is. I gotta call somebody out still. You said they gotta sell tickets. Yeah, but let me tell you though, Mike Tyson ain't, bro. Before Mike Tyson was doing all the crazy stuff at the press conferences, Mike Tyson was already selling tickets. He was already selling tickets. With no internet. Muhammad Ali was doing the same thing. No internet. Selling tickets. If you good, they gonna come watch you fight. If you good, they gonna come watch you fight. Some people they just don't like. If you good, they gonna come see you fight, man. It don't matter. Conor McGregor ain't famous for the stuff he was doing outside the cage. He famous for the stuff he was doing inside the cage. That's why he Conor McGregor now. You said the only thing that sell tickets is KOs. That's the biggest myth in boxing. Floyd Mayweather ain't getting knockouts. I don't know why everybody keep thinking that. Canelo ain't had a knockout in 3 or 4 years. He's still selling. I don't know. Canelo, it's gonna be 4 years since Canelo had a knockout the next time he fight. Tyson Fury ain't getting knockouts like that. Yeah, he stopped Wilder, but that wasn't really no just KOs where he went up there and one punch knocked him out. That wasn't no Deontay Wilder knockout. Knockouts don't really sell. The only person that's really getting knockouts that's selling is Tank Davis. And Terrence Crawford get more knockouts than everybody. And from what I heard, people said that don't sell. Terrence Crawford got all these knockouts and they said they don't sell. So I knew after that, I was like, yeah, boxing done. This dude knocking everybody out. He moving to every weight class. And that they talking about that don't sell. I just watch UFC and the dude who get all the knockouts in UFC, he's selling. So why Terrence Crawford ain't selling? That junk crazy. In UFC, they be giving guys chances who got 8, 9 losses. In boxing, the guy with all the knockouts, they like, man, he ain't good enough. He ain't good enough to fight a Canelo. It's funny. You said KOs and yeah, that. Yeah, we all know that. We all know that. I mean, they can push all the race they want in Boston, but that ain't gonna make they pick right. That ain't gonna change the fact that most of the narratives they push be wrong. All the narratives just died in this 2024. I don't know if anybody noticed it though, but all the narratives that people been pushing in boxing for the last 5 or 10 years, they all died this year. All of them. Every single narrative they try to push. All the people they caught, all the guys they said ain't got no chin. False. False. I probably might do a series, a little Christmas series, where I show everybody. I might do 25 days of Christmas on here or something. Cause I got enough information. I could do an episode where they was talking about guys who ain't got no chin, who prove that they got a chin. Guys that they said they got power, could knock out people who ain't got no power. They got outboxed. Guys they said they was getting KO'd that ain't getting KO'd. Yeah, it's a lot of things. It's a lot of things you actually can call out. Because, man, every day in boxing, it's always something that people are trying to call out or they're trying to find the lies around it. But it ain't really too much lies around boxing. That's why I'm saying, like, the people who got to do that, they must not be that good. I ain't got no problem with no boxers than boxing. I think all the boxers are top notch, highly skilled, work hard, put a lot on the line. But if you got to do all the stuff as far as talking about what people ain't worth and everything else, most guys who do that, they make it seem like it's a lot of hype. That's all I'm saying. Not saying they're not good or they're not bringing a lot to the table, just seem like it's a lot of hype around them. Yeah, that's all it is. But as far as what Mr. Bennett was talking about, as far as Regis, nah, man. Regis messed himself up, dog. Regis messed himself up. The biggest fight he'll ever be in, he said he wouldn't even. He got, bro. This man acting like he got robbed or something. Like, man, the weight and everything was a problem. So many excuses. That's how you know. Like the excuses I'm hearing, they ain't even real excuses. Like the weights, never heard anything like that before. This man didn't help make the weight bully stuff popular. That man made weight bully popular. Nobody bring up weight bully no more though. Since that Berlanga stuff came out. Not saying that he is a weight bully. I'm just saying they talking about how big Benavidez is and stuff. Bro, it's nasty out here. People really counting the pounds on Benavidez and stuff. Like that has nothing to do with boxing. Like people so pathetic these days. Who would want to be associated with these kind of people? People out here counting pounds on guys for a fight that they're not even getting in. Well, I know he fought all these guys at 168, but I think he's really a 175 because he's gonna fight Canelo. Why y'all ain't been saying y'all thought he was? That was so weird to me. I'm like, man, that is crazy. Oh yeah, that's what's up. But yeah, a lot of these guys, they're gonna end up in the future. I'm telling you, a lot of these people that are talking now, they're gonna be ringside at Devin Haney fight. Trying to get on the Jumbotron. And Teofimo one on him because he ain't finna get in the ring with him. But yeah, man, the standards has been low in boxing right now. We only got Tank fighting one time this year. It looks like, unless he gonna fight still in December. He said Devin need a knockout, bro. Devin don't need no knockout, bro. Why you think Devin need a knockout, bro? Could you answer that question for me? Why you think Devin need a knockout? So Devin the only person that need a knockout right now. No other boxers need a knockout? He said if he ain't in the bay. Who's selling more than Devin Haney is right now? That's an easier question to ask for me. Who Devin Haney selling right now more than? Who's selling more than Devin Haney right now? Lomachenko only pay-per-views with Devin Haney. So most people only know Lomachenko because of Devin Haney. He just fought Kambosos and nobody cared. I ain't even go live that day because I wanted to see how many people was gonna talk about it. Nobody. I was like, oh, okay. To ignite his fans. Bro, he don't need to do that, bro. He don't need fans. Floyd ain't have fans. You said Tank? Tank what? Tank should. Tank about to be 30 years old. I hope he is. I hope he is doing more than 25-year-old. I don't like comparing 30-year-old a guy who about to be 30 years old with a 25-year-old. That's why the Tank and Devin Haney conversation really be like, come on, man, like what's really going on? That's like trying to compare Young Boy and Kodak Black. Like those two different dudes, two different ages. Yeah, why Tank got ain't Tank bigger than you said Fury what? Fury doing what? He sell more what? Fury sell what? You said Fury sell what? Fury sell what? Nah, not Wilder last fight. Wilder have, but Fury ain't selling. What? He said Fury selling. Man, bro, you just said in a way. I'm done talking, bro. All right, bro, you got it. You got it, bro. You just say in a way and Fury. You got it. That dude just said in a way and Fury. I'm done. Ryan Garcia just made $40 million. Ryan Garcia just made $40 million fighting Devin Haney. And you just said that Fury and Inoue sell more than he does. Okay. Think about that real quick. Ryan Garcia just made $40 million fighting Devin Haney. And you saying that Inoue somehow. So who made $40 million fighting Inoue? You said that money was guaranteed before the fight? Bro, my next question gonna be, bro, what YouTube channel you get this information from? What YouTuber gives you this information? Who sells you this information? What YouTuber told you this? Where you get that information from? Who told you that? Who telling you all this that you told me right now? What website you get this from? What YouTube channel? Where you get this from? You said why Devin Haney? Bro, you be on YouTube, don't you? I can't be the first boxing channel you seen on YouTube. Cause Canelo, last time I checked, Canelo sued Golden Boy too and Triple G. So I don't. Last time I checked, Golden Boy got sued by Canelo and Triple G. And the last time I checked, when they sued Golden Boy, I didn't care. And neither did you. That's why I'm kind of confused why you asking me about Devin Haney suing Golden Boy. If I didn't care about Golden Boy getting sued by Triple G or Canelo, why would I care now? You said why Regis ain't make no back end. If Regis said they didn't make no back end, how did Ryan Garcia make $40 million guaranteed and Tank ain't getting $40 million guaranteed? So why is Ryan Garcia making more money than Tank Davis guaranteed then? If you saying that if Ryan Garcia made $40 million guaranteed, why is Ryan Garcia making more than Tank Davis? And he didn't make $40 million with Tank Davis. So why is Ryan Garcia getting paid $40 million to fight Devin Haney? Is my question. They seemed disappointed in the money they received. Oscar said the numbers wasn't as good as the fighters thought, Let me ask you a question then. I'm glad you said that. Let me ask you a question. If that's true, if you think that's true, because obviously you got to be smarter than that, right? You're a smart guy, right? You're smart, right? Yes, you're smart, right? Yes, I'm smart. You're smart, right? So if the fight didn't make that much money, why would they try to make a rematch? Why is Oscar De La Hoya still trying to make a rematch after somebody's taking him to court? Why is Ryan Garcia and Oscar trying to make a rematch after going to court? If they didn't make no money. You said we really don't know what they make. I think it's all cap. You said you think it's cap? No, ain't no valid question. That's the question. That's the question. There ain't no valid question. That's the question. I'm trying to figure out why the fans still want to see Ryan Garcia and Devin Haney fight again. I'm confused by that. I ain't gonna get no answer because I know, man, fans is weirdos these days, man. They ain't ready to tell the truth. No, I'm asking you. Why would Oscar De La Hoya and Ryan Garcia make a rematch with Devin Haney instead of trying to rematch Tank Davis? They said they wanted to rematch Tank Davis after Devin Haney after Ryan Garcia fought Devin Haney. They said they wanted to fight Tank Davis next. He went to the Tank Davis fight and he had a shirt on that said rematch me. Now he wasn't talking about Devin Haney because that wasn't Devin Haney fight. So Ryan Garcia goes to Tank Davis fight and he asks him to rematch him. You say I think they just exaggerate for entertainment purposes. Well, I know a lot of these dudes exaggerate, but a lot of these guys aren't exaggerating. A lot of these guys aren't exaggerating. A lot of these guys exaggerate. A lot of these guys aren't exaggerating. Because let me tell you why. I done seen Ryan Garcia get promoted. Well, I done seen him get posted on ESPN, The Zone, and PBC recently. So obviously he got to be making some kind of money because they being extra nice to him. They being extra nice to Ryan Garcia right now. Bro, do you know that Ryan Garcia is the first athlete to actually get a pass for the stuff he's done? And make $40 million? Come on. Like, what are we exaggerating about? Ryan Garcia just made more money than Tank Davis. And he trying to get a rematch. Ryan Garcia trying to get a rematch with Devin Haney. He ain't trying to rematch Tank. Ryan Garcia will tell you right now, I done got more famous fighting Devin Haney than I did Tank Davis. We might have sold more with Tank, but more people know me for beating Devin Haney right now. It's a fact. You don't hear nobody. 1.2 million people seen Ryan Garcia get dropped on a knee and nobody remember it. So that just let me know that fight wasn't that important. Ryan Garcia got stopped in front of 1.2 million people and nobody remembered. So that fight wasn't a big deal to me. The numbers might say one thing, but bro, a month after Ryan Garcia fought Tank Davis, people moved on. They ain't talking about that fight no more. Nobody wanted to even see a rematch. That's how bad the Tank Davis and Ryan Garcia matchup was. Nobody wants to even see a rematch. You said we don't know what Ryan Garcia made? No, I don't know what Ryan Garcia took and put in his body. That's why I don't know how he did. I know how much he made because that's always put out publicly, especially if you know what's going on in the world of boxing. But that should let you know that if Ryan Garcia wants to fight Devin Haney instead of Tank Davis, that means he made more money with Devin Haney. Unless he wants to just fight Devin Haney for free and he think he's just that good, which he hasn't done yet. You said, why did Eddie Hearn not bid on Devin fight if Devin's so profitable? That's just like me saying, why did Eddie Hearn go through all that for Anthony Joshua recently and he got beat by Usyk and Andrew Ruiz? Eddie Hearn had no problem having all those fireworks and stuff set up for Anthony Joshua after he took a beating against Andrew Ruiz. And Usyk beat up Anthony Joshua. I seen Anthony Joshua get beat up worse than Devin Haney did against Ryan Garcia. But he still spent big money on Anthony Joshua, didn't he? I seen that Anthony Joshua just go out there and lose every round to Daniel Dubois and couldn't even finish the fight. Couldn't even make it to the 6th round against a guy who's way younger than him and less experienced. But Eddie Hearn gonna tell us a guy who went 12 rounds with a guy on PEDs is somehow not profitable or he's not worth the money. Okay. You said they all lying? They all lying? They all lying about what? What you mean they all lying? I don't care about what they lying about. I'm telling the truth. I understand what you're saying as far as they all lying, but I'm telling the truth. I understand the fans. They like to go with public perception or whatever the public is saying, but nah. I just seen this go this way a few times. Yeah, they all lying, but when it comes to the money, they lying when it comes to like the sales and stuff like that, yeah. Just like when people tell you Tyson Fury and Usyk sold 1.5 million pay-per-views, but then they talk about how Usyk ain't number 1 pound for pound. Then they don't call in the face of boxing. If Tyson Fury and Usyk sold 1.5 million, how is Usyk not the face of boxing? If Tyson Fury and Joshua sold 1 million, how was one of those guys? You know what I'm saying? So it depends, man. The numbers is the numbers. That's why they're dropping the prices now. They acting like a lot of people selling pay-per-views right now, but they dropping the prices for a reason. They know that Ryan Garcia made more money with Devin Haney. And they know that the fight is bigger. They just know it, man. They got all the analytics from Twitter, social media. They know what fights get talked about the most. They know what fights get talked about the most. And I actually like it. I think it's funny. I think it's funny. Because I heard people actually saying, yeah, I would like to see Ryan Garcia and Tank fight again. I heard that for about 2 weeks after he beat Devin Haney. Everybody was saying that. Then we know what happened after that. After that, for some reason, people ain't say that no more. For some reason, Ryan Garcia had his PED situation. Not everybody. For some reason, we can't find him a fight no more. The only fight he could take is Devin Haney. Oh, okay. I see what's up. I see the play. I see the play. They doing all these rematches in boxing, but we can't do a rematch with Tank and Ryan? Why not? Ryan coming back, what, early next year? He coming back soon. He ain't got that long to go. He gonna be fat when he get back, but I see he trying to stay in the gym, but it's getting cold now. When spring break come back, yeah, he gonna start. He gonna start hitting the bars again. That boy Haney funny. That boy Haney told Regis to retire. Regis said, I'm not retiring. He said Ryan too big. Ryan a weight bully. That's what the problem is. Everybody don't want to say it, but Ryan a weight bully. Ryan is a 154 pounder, masquerading as a 140. He can't find a fight. Ryan, the most popular guy I ever seen that can't find a fight. Ryan, the most popular guy I ever seen that can't find a big fight. I'm talking about dude need Devin Haney. Devin said retire, bro. Yeah, Regis need to go ahead and hang it up, man. He needs to go ahead and hang it up. It's a wrap. Dude been talking about retiring for half the year now. Man, I'm thinking about bare knuckle. Go ahead then. Dang, bro. You remember when Draymond told Paul Pierce, you trying to get that Kobe Bryant farewell. They don't love you like that. You ain't Kobe. That boy trying to get that Kobe farewell. That's funny to me. That boy think he Kobe. But yeah, all these guys cheaters, man. You said Ryan don't need Haney. Yeah, he do. Ryan definitely need Haney. Ryan definitely need Haney. Let me ask you a question. Name two fighters that people said they want to see Ryan Garcia fight who name is not Devin Haney. Name two fighters that everybody been asking Ryan Garcia to fight. You can't name two fighters that Ryan Garcia they asked Ryan Garcia to fight. Okay, you said no, he don't need Devin Haney. Name me two fighters that that fans said that they want to see Ryan Garcia fight. Bro, ain't nobody been asking Ryan Garcia to fight nobody. These fans, they can play all they want to with everybody else, dog. You said Tank and Conor McGregor, and when is Tank gonna fight him? At what weight class Tank gonna fight him? You just said he's too heavy. So that's not a realistic fight. And you said Conor McGregor, an MMA fighter. Thank you. You're proving my point. Thank you. Nobody's asking Ryan Garcia to fight Matias right now. Matias doesn't have a belt, and he's not with I don't even know if he with Eddie Hearn no more. So nobody's asking for Matias to fight. Nobody's asking for Earl Spence because Ryan Garcia turned down Earl Spence. He already turned down Earl Spence. He turned down Earl Spence. He turned down Virgil Ortiz. He called him out. Virgil Ortiz said we can fight at 154 because Virgil Ortiz knows that Ryan Garcia is a 154 right now. He turned him down. It is what it is, man. It happens to the best. He turned him down, though. Ain't nobody trying to see Ryan Garcia fight nobody. They know he's done. And Ryan Garcia can't beat none of them guys you just named. Ryan Garcia can't beat none of those guys you just named. None of them. He can't beat none of those guys you just named. And he ain't getting in the ring with none of them. Ryan Garcia can't beat none of those guys you just named. The last guy Ryan Garcia called out was Rayo. And Rayo's told him we need to take Vada. We're using Vada and I'm at 140. Ryan told me, yeah, I can probably go to 47. I'm at 54 too. You said Haney can't even get a purse bid. You're not listening. You're not listening. You said Haney can't even get a purse bid. Why would Haney care about a purse bid when he's already been undisputed? These guys are still trying to become undisputed. Haney don't got to fight for a purse bid ever again. Ryan Garcia is the one who never had a belt. I mean, you're not dissing. You dissing. To be honest with you, you dissing your favorite fighters because a lot of these guys ain't doing more than what Devin Haney doing. Devin Haney don't need to put David Benavidez as a co-main event on his fight card. These other guys need David Benavidez as a co-main event to sell their fight. I'm not one of these fans who said, I don't want to see Devin Haney and Ryan Garcia, then start making videos about it for the next 6 months. All these weirdos online who don't like Devin Haney, but they make videos about him every day for 6 months. These are grown men with families that get online every day and talk about the same 25-year-old fighter when they talking about Tank the best, instead of talking about Tank every day, or Canelo, because Tank got news that come out every day. It'll be grown men on here with families on here like, yeah, man, Devin Haney, man, he ain't the face of boxing. Well, find somebody to talk about then. If Devin Haney was fighting Lamont Roach or somebody like that, or Amir Khan, people be crying right now. These dudes who jumped out here and fought Amir Khan and Lamont Roach. And then people complaining about Catterall. You said at the last purse bid, because he wanted to get the fight. He thought that Eddie was going to make the move. Because Eddie's talking about I'll only do it for my fighters that sign with me. Bruh, Devin Haney made more money with you than these guys you got signed to you. Eddie Hearn ain't making no money with no fighters over there like that. He stole it. I ain't gonna say that. But he basically took that big payday from Turkey out of sheet for that Ngannou fight, but he ain't did nothing with Joshua. What money Joshua done made Eddie Hearn? How has Anthony Joshua made Eddie Hearn money? Let's just get to that question. Anthony Joshua is the biggest fighter that Eddie Hearn has. How has Eddie Hearn made money with Anthony Joshua? I just want to know that. Before we go on, before we talk about Devin Haney or anybody else, I just want to know, because we acting like Eddie Hearn turned down a purse bid. Somehow Eddie Hearn had lost almost every fight he didn't put up this year. How is Devin Haney getting hurt for Eddie Hearn hurting himself? How is Joshua somehow making Eddie Hearn a lot of money right now? Who has Joshua got in the ring with to make him a lot of money? The Usyk fights that he lost? He made money like that? Came to New York and lost? How was Anthony Joshua making money with Eddie Hearn? How was Eddie Hearn making money with Joshua? Because he knocked down Ngannou when he was 30-something years old? How about before that? Eddie Hearn ain't making no money with nobody else. You said, and guess what? Turkey Al-Sheikh losing money with Eddie Hearn. And guess what? Turkey Al-Sheikh losing money with Eddie Hearn. How about that? And Turkey Al-Sheikh losing money with Eddie Hearn. So who's really telling the truth? So Eddie Hearn, he doing business with Devin Haney, losing money, but he thinking about doing a rematch though. Eddie Hearn losing money with Devin Haney, but he in America begging for him to take certain fights though. Eddie Hearn's not concerned about his business, but every interview he does, he's speaking on Devin Haney's business. But you're not. But that's not your fighter though. Can you explain to me how? Because I'm just gonna ask this one question because you ignored me. I asked the question about 2 times. I done asked every question you asked, so this gonna be the last time I'm gonna ask this question, and then I'm just gonna ignore you from now on. This gonna be the last time I ask this question. How has Eddie Hearn made money with Anthony Joshua, his biggest fighter that he has? How has Eddie Hearn made money with Anthony Joshua? And why is Turkey Al-Sheikh involved? Why is Turkey Al-Sheikh involved? Why is Turkey Al-Sheikh involved? And how has Eddie Hearn made money with Joshua? That's all I want to hear about. Because I just seen Anthony Joshua get knocked down in the 5th round. You said selling tickets? Selling tickets? Selling tickets? Selling tickets? You're not sure about Joshua. Yeah. Yeah, I understand where you at. Whatever they say, look, how about this then? Whatever the media says about Devin Haney, you believe. So you believe whatever the media says. So, okay. So you think like a 70-year-old. So you think like a 70-year-old man, basically. You and a 70-year-old man have the same opinion. You think like a 60-year-old man. Okay. Okay. So yeah, I agree with you. Yeah, you right. You right. You right. You right. A lot of these guys, they be thinking that it's funny in boxing that they walking around saying the same thing their grandparents would be saying about boxing. That's actually an insult. Even cavemen evolve. Oh yeah, you definitely believe everything. You definitely believe everything. You just proved it, bro. You definitely believe everything. You definitely. If you just use common sense, you wouldn't ask me those questions you just asked me. You wouldn't ask me no questions you just asked me. You can't tell me no dude who needs Turkey Al-Sheikh to front the bill that he somehow got money. Nah, you definitely don't got common sense. No way. Nah. And I'm kind of insulted too because I spent that long talking to you and you couldn't even give me the decency enough to say anything. I'm not gonna say any insults or nothing like that. I'm gonna keep to myself. But you and your grandfather had the same opinion. I told my mom and my dad recently. I said, "Did you think the same way as your parents when you was growing up, They said, no. I said, well, me either. And for some reason, these kids that's walking around now, they believe the same thing their grandparents believe. Like, bro, it's disgusting what's going out here in the world. It is disgusting what's going out here in the world. People just going with opinions because they like somebody. Bro, I'm gonna tell y'all this. I'm never gonna like a man to the point where I'm gonna lie about boxing. If I'm gonna do that, bro, I need to go ahead and go work at Chippendales or something like that. I'm never gonna like no man to the point where I'm gonna lie about boxing. That's just period. I don't care what kind of man you are, what country you from. If you a man and you're lying about boxing for another man so he can look good, I'm gonna judge you, bro. I'm sorry to tell you. You said I heard Turkey was cutting her off. Yeah, he ain't never want to do business. What's up, Aaron? He ain't never want to do business with Turkey Out the Sheet. I mean, Turkey Out the Sheet never wanted to do business with Eddie Hearn. He didn't really like him when they first met. But I guess Eddie Hearn talked him into it or whatever. But you know, Eddie Hearn don't got that many fighters, so eventually Turkey Out the Sheet gonna cut ties with Eddie Hearn, possibly. If I had to give you a date, possibly in like March, April, probably gonna cut ties with him. Possibly March or April. That's why you're hearing a lot of stuff about the Boots Ennis and Bam Rodriguez fight in February. You know what I'm saying? He trying to give a couple of treats to dangle in front of Turkey Out the Sheet. Because, you know, the rematches is causing an issue. Because, you know, Turkey Out the Sheet, like, okay, we want to get through this process. And it's like, now it's like, oh yeah, we're trying to do a rematch. Well, we're trying to rematch Bivol next year. Man, look, man. The rematches is causing an issue. All these rematches, we finally get to a point where everybody can get paid and get an opportunity to fight somebody. And now we stuck on Fury and Usyk rematches. I've been telling people those rematches are going to cause a problem in boxing. Those rematches have caused some huge problems. And guys getting belt stripped away from them. So all the stuff that Turkey Out the Sheet been doing, he been trying to hold this stuff together. It's almost like one of those pools they got a leak in it. You know, you're trying to cover the hole, but it's only so much he can do right now. And Turkey Out the Sheet just see all the sides to boxing, and people got to protect certain boxers, and you know they trying to protect their product and everything like that. But yeah, man, Turkey Out the Sheet, he exposing all of it though. A lot of these guys, it's a lot of guys that are willing to fight and they want to fight. But a lot of these promoters scared to put them in the ring with certain people because they know what time it is. And people call that ducking, but these promoters be ducking too. And that's the part of the game that the fans ain't really catching up on. But it's too many fans out here repeating the same stuff that these media be saying. And that's what they man, if you look back the last 5 years, bro, people been wrong about boxing. You know, I be on here trying to be careful, but I ain't really being careful no more because I ain't got nothing to be careful about. All I'm gonna do is tell the truth. All these other people out here lying about fights and got these other guys repeating lies from 5 years ago. All kind of stuff going on. You said how much was the bid for the Devin Haney versus Martin? I don't know, like 2 or 3 million probably, something like that. I know Top Rank had picked it up. It ain't like nobody ain't picked it up. Top Rank picked the fight up. That's what I'm saying, bro. That purse bid you talking about, bro, that ain't nothing, bro. They do purse bids all the time, dog. You know how many purse bids Ryan Garcia and Usyk Cruz turned down? We done had Ryan Garcia and Usyk Cruz and turned down purse bids and all kind of stuff for Shakur Stevenson fights. That's been going on. What does that tell us? That Top Rank took the fight for But Devin Haney, Top Rank, took the fight. That's all it meant. Sandor Martin is a Top Rank fighter, and Top Rank took the purse bid. That's what it was. I mean, that happens all the time in boxing, bro. All the time in boxing. That's why I'm saying I'm trying to figure out who be passing this boxing information off to you, because they kind of got y'all out here looking crazy lately. Ain't no way we got the internet and y'all be saying all this crazy stuff. Purse bid? Do y'all even know what a purse bid is? Y'all acting like boxers go out there like purse bid, like you paying your bill. Like you getting a cashier's check and you about to pay your light bill or something. Like, y'all don't think y'all understand what purse bids are. Purse bid, anybody in the world can put down money for a purse bid. I could bet on the purse bid right now. You said Ryan got 40 million with the A side. Man, all I know is Ryan made more money with Devin Haney. I don't know what the A side, B side. I just know that when the fight was over, Ryan got a $40 million check, and he was talking about he want to fight Devin Haney again. I ain't hear not one fan talking about some, yeah, man, I'd rather see Tank. I heard that for about 2 weeks. Then I heard that PED test come out, and then everybody like, well. So now what I'm getting now is people saying, I kind of believe Devin Haney now, but I ain't gonna say it out loud because I want to see a rematch. I mean, if you think he lost, why do you want to see a rematch? Let me ask you a question. Do you want to see a rematch between Devin Haney and Ryan Garcia? Because you still ain't answered my question earlier, which let me know that you trolling right now. And that's going to turn me into a troll. Ryan Garcia got $40 million and people still don't want to fight him. Think about that. Dude, the most popular boxer right now in boxing, made $40 million and nobody want to fight him. Think about that. Ryan Garcia, the cash cow, and nobody want to fight him. This dude, the cash cow of boxing, and nobody want to fight him except Devin Haney. But for some reason, Devin Haney's soft. Yes, I'm sorry to tell y'all, but y'all favorite boxers getting exposed out here, man. I'm telling y'all, you said everybody wanted to fight him? Bro, that's a lie, bro. Sorry to tell y'all, but y'all favorite boxers out here getting exposed, man. These dudes ain't calling out Ryan Garcia. They trying to fight guys a weight class below them. Everybody waiting on Devin Haney next fight. You got guys out here saying now, I'm not going to buy the fight. But you going to sit up here. You got guys right now that's going to sit up here and get on one of these little streaming websites. They going to break the law to watch Devin Haney fight. You got guys that's willing to go to jail to watch Devin Haney fight, but they don't think he a big fighter though. Guys are gonna get on streaming websites, break the law to watch Devin Haney next fight, but they gonna say he ain't a big fighter though. Make that make sense. Make that make sense, please. You got guys that's gonna break the law to watch Devin Haney next fight, but he ain't a big fighter. Dudes, hey, Ryan Garcia, they didn't even break the law to watch Ryan Garcia fight Oscar Duarte. They just didn't watch it. You said nobody want to fight Ryan Garcia. Bro, send me an article right now. You in the chat. Send an article right now that's saying somebody want to fight Ryan Garcia besides Virgil Ortiz. Send me an article that said somebody said they want to fight Ryan Garcia. I mean, we got internet, we got social media every day. These boxers talk every day. Ain't nobody said they want to. Send me an article, bro. What are you talking about? What you waiting on? Send me somebody who said it. Send me somebody who said they want to fight Ryan Garcia. A tweet or something. Just send it to me. Virgil Ortiz is a 154. Are you? You said let's bet what? Let's bet what? Let's bet what? Oh, you can hear me say that, but you want to make a bet, but you still ain't answered the Anthony Joshua question. Bro, I ain't finna bet you nothing, bro. I don't trust you enough to bet you. What are you talking about? You can't even answer a question, but you want me to somehow exchange some money with you? Get out of here. Oh, but you was talking about Devin Haney need knockouts though. Let me go ahead and pull this up for you since you new here. I hope you ain't a fan of Teofimo Lopez. Are you a fan of Teofimo Lopez? Yeah, we ain't bet. I ain't betting you. I don't trust you enough to bet you. Are you a fan of Teofimo Lopez? Please don't tell me you're a fan of Teofimo Lopez. Huh? We talking about Haney. You talking about Haney. You talking about Haney. What they gonna do with Teofimo Lopez? I don't care what he is. He's the same thing Ryan Garcia is. What he gonna do? What he gonna do with this one knockout he got right here? That he had in 4 years. That everybody talking about he good. He need to fight Terrence Crawford. How do you feel about all these boxing channels that think that Teofimo Lopez is good enough to step in the ring with Terrence Crawford? Do you think those guys are legit? Because they saying the same thing you saying. So do you think the same way they think? Oh, I know this, but I'm the only one who said that though. Yeah, I made this right here. If you ever seen somebody say this before, yeah, they got that from me. Yeah. Yeah, we got all these boxing channels on YouTube. They don't post stuff like this. That's me who do that. But yeah, what's up with that? Oh yeah, I know, because you're repeating half the stuff they saying though. You saying they capping, but you're repeating half the stuff they saying though. You saying they capping, but you're repeating everything they saying though. You saying they capping, but you're repeating what they saying though. They gotta sell tickets. Only tickets sell. Only KOs is what sell tickets and all that crap. Hey, Floyd Mayweather ain't knocked out nobody, and he was selling tickets more than everybody, man. Triple G ain't knocked out Canelo. How was he selling tickets? That knockout crap, man. Dudes be lying about that knockout stuff. I be hating when people say that. We just seen Deontay Wilder get knocked out, and grown men was still crying. Oh man, he need to box better. He need to box better, man. Deontay Wilder, man, he need to box. If he could box, if Anthony Joshua had some power, he would have knocked out Dubois. If Canelo had some power, he would have knocked out Munguia. Talking about what somebody ain't got. These dudes ain't got power. 3 knockouts in 2020. You been fighting twice a year. And you ain't fighting the best. Benavidez got 5 knockouts since 2020. You said name a fighter known for knockouts that don't sell. They said Terrence Crawford don't sell. That's one. Terrence Crawford got 4 knockouts. And he ain't fought that much. And Terrence Crawford ain't fought that much in the past 4 years. Terrence Crawford got 4 knockouts in the past 4 years, and they say he don't sell that much. That's one. Who else you want me to name? Heavyweights don't get knockouts like that. Tyson Fury ain't knocked out nobody since one of those other fights. Tyson Fury ain't got no knockouts. Anthony Joshua ain't got that many knockouts. Heavyweights don't get knockouts like that. Anthony Joshua ain't got knocked out. He didn't got knocked out more times recently than he didn't got knockouts. He ain't knocked out Usyk. He fought him twice. People talking about knockouts. Man, knockouts is a fairy tale, man. Don't let these guys out here lie to you like that, man. Please stop repeating what these guys say about boxing. They don't know boxing. Sorry to tell you. I try to be nice about it, but nah, it's too many of y'all coming around and be repeating stuff they be saying. Ain't nobody trying to hear all that. These dudes be crying about Devin Haney and everything, and then they try to talk about Teofimo like he's somebody. He trash. He ain't in no position to be talked about like he just above everybody else. He done had same situations, if not worse, than some of these other guys. He done got knocked down by guys with zero power. Guys who ain't getting nobody up out of there. I ain't see Cambosia drop nobody until Teofimo fight. I was like, man, he came out here. You said can't build no fan base fighting once a year. What you talking about? You said can't build no fan base fighting once a year. What are you, bro? Who? How many times do you think Tyson Fury has fought recently? Man, you just saying random stuff, man. You talking about can't build no fan base fighting once a year. You just saying stuff right now. Benavidez fighting 2 or 3 times a year. Why he ain't got no fan base then? I don't know what you talking about, home run. If you agree with that, can't build no fan base fighting once a year, then let me say this then. Tyson Fury had 2 fights in 2015. He had 2 fights in 2014, 1 fight in 2013. He fought 3 times in 2018 after Wilder told him to get out of retirement. He fought once in 2019, well, twice in 2019, once 2020, once 2021, twice 2022, once 2023, and it's about to be twice 2024. This dude ain't fighting like that. Like, when is he able to build a fan base? The only reason he got a fan base right now because he fought Wilder. He wouldn't build no fan base fighting no Christian Hammer and all them guys. Do you know that Tyson Fury was more popular than, Anthony Joshua was more popular than Tyson Fury all these years? Bro, America wasn't even talking about Tyson Fury before Wilder fought him. They was talking about Anthony Joshua. I was one of the few Americans who was talking about Tyson Fury. Most people was talking about Anthony Joshua back then. So what are you talking about building up a fan base? What does a fan base got to do with anything? Tyson Fury ain't had no fan base before he fought Wilder. Not like to the point where y'all talking about. Because last time I checked, he wasn't selling like that. This dude talking like Tyson Fury and all these guys was just bigger than Anthony Joshua was, and these guys big. Man, ain't none of these boxers big like that, bro. Conor McGregor bigger than all these guys. Conor McGregor more popular than Canelo. And Canelo fought Floyd before Conor McGregor did. And Conor McGregor got stopped. So who are we talking about actually popular like that? Popular to who? These guys ain't popular like that. Build a fan base? Man, you can't build no fan base like that. Fighting multiple times a year. Benavidez fighting multiple times a year. And you still got fans that's out here talking about, man, he looked bad at his last fight. He went 12 rounds. with a guy who's one of the best. I mean, the things that said about Terrence Crawford and Devin Haney is pathetic. I'm telling you, because I can say all them things about Triple G. Triple G ain't got no fan base, and Canelo fought him 3 times. He don't got a fan base. He didn't bring no fans over here. He can't sell nothing on his own. Can't sell a pay-per-view right now. Before, he couldn't sell one. People wouldn't even know who he was if he didn't fight Canelo. So that, what fan base does he got? We acting like every boxer got a fan base. You said Tyson Fury got 600 more followers on social media. Bro, that's so casual what you just said. What if that's the case, then why Ryan Garcia don't do every fight on pay-per-view then? If followers mean pay-per-view sales, why Ryan Garcia only got 2 pay-per-views? Why does Devin Haney have more pay-per-views than Ryan Garcia? So if Devin Haney ain't selling, then why is Top Rank at DAZN looking at Devin Haney pay-per-view numbers and they still putting them on pay-per-view if he ain't selling? Why did Top Rank put Devin Haney on pay-per-view before Teofimo Lopez? I'm not finna get no answers from this because we talking about sales right now, something that don't got nothing to do with boxing, that dudes really don't know about in boxing. For some reason, Devin Haney came over to Top Rank for 3 fights and he got on pay-per-view before Lomachenko and Teofimo Lopez. And that was Lomachenko's first pay-per-view at 34 years old. And somehow, Devin Haney's the guy that's not a top fighter. You said Devin Haney pay-per-view over? Bro, boxing pay-per-view over. You ain't been watching boxing lately? Canelo ain't selling like that either, homie. Boxing is over. Jake Paul is the one who's selling. Devin Haney's gonna be all right because you haven't mentioned any other boxer beside Devin Haney. I don't even know who you like. I don't even know what fighter you like. You said Shakur Stevenson, but you said Ryan Garcia just getting started after getting stopped by Tank Davis. So you like a guy who got stopped more than a guy who actually went 12 rounds. So you like a guy who got stopped more than a guy who went 12 rounds. Okay, I got you. I never brag about no man who took a knee, bro, and quit. If the only man you can, hey, I'm gonna tell you something else. If the only man you can brag about is a man who took a knee in a fight and quit, if that's the only person you can talk about that in a good way right now, and this the only person that you're impressed by right now, a man who took a knee and quit like this, man, you have nothing in common. Man, we'll never be. You'll never be the same like me. We'll never be the same. We'll never be the same. Yeah, we'll never be the same. So you just trolling right now, and that's what's gonna have me like roasting you in a minute, bro. Cause really, be honest with you, you don't know boxing. To be honest with you, you saying a whole bunch of stuff. You sound like you heard from I'm not trying to call no names out or no other channels. I ain't trying to be disrespectful, but it sounds like you getting the information from these other channels, from these old guys who got gray in their beard, whose time is over with. Ain't these the same guys who told you Earl Spence was going to be? Ain't these the same guys that you told me that Earl Spence was going to be? You talking about chill, don't be nasty, bro. Bro, you can relax. You can relax, bro. You just got into the conversation. You don't even know what we're talking about. Me and him been talking for a while. But yeah, you said that's trolling. That is trolling, bro. That's trolling. Yeah, that's trolling. That's trolling. That's trolling. 99% of the stuff you talking about has nothing to do with boxing. You talking about sales and stuff like that. Like, you still gonna watch Devin Haney regardless. You act like these other boxers right now that you talking about, like they just gonna jump out here and do something spectacular. These guys ain't fighting nobody like that. I'm trying to be nice about it, but these guys ain't fighting nobody. They ain't fighting nobody like that. These guys ain't fighting nobody like that in the sport of boxing. I don't know what the troll fest is about Devin Haney and people like just like Ryan Garcia, man, he gonna make a comeback. Ryan Garcia is garbage. This man quit like a coward. I don't know if everybody realized that. This dude quit. You can't pull up not one fight where I got my favorite fighter quit. This is embarrassing what's going on in boxing these days. We got guys who quit fights who getting popular. Do y'all realize that? We in a generation now where dudes is quitting fights. And people are like, yeah, man. Quitting fights. Acting like he don't see Tank standing right there. But for some reason, now his eyes don't work. And y'all think this dude ain't take PEDs? He probably would. So look, people. So y'all still think that PEDs ain't helped this guy? Y'all telling me PEDs ain't helped this guy, this quitter? So y'all think a quitter wouldn't take PEDs to not quit no more? That's interesting. That's interesting. I've never seen a quitter get so much respect. Not only did the dude quit the fight, the next fight he got caught with some juice. And everyone acting like they don't know what's going on. Like, what are y'all talking about? He got caught with what? Yeah, exactly. They scored around even. Hey, this ain't got nothing to do with boxing. This is just honest truth. I'm just being real with y'all. No disrespect to nobody. If you can celebrate a guy like this, I don't care if he wins 100 fights. If you can celebrate a guy like this who quit, and then the next year they talking about he took PEDs, and you thinking, no man, he can't quit, man. No way. You don't think a quitter would take PEDs? You sound like a loser. I'm talking about anybody who says that. These guys, hey, I want y'all to hear this. We got people who are out here that won't even speak to their own family, but they believe in this quitter right here. They believe this quitter wouldn't take no PEDs, so he won't quit no more. Why did the Tin Man go to the Wizard of Oz? Why did the Lion go to the Wizard of Oz? He needs some courage and he need a heart. And we sitting out here talking about this man went to the Wizard of Oz to get some courage and some heart. Now everybody walking around like, man, I ain't even see Ryan quit against Tank, man. Then the next year he took a PED. Stop it, bro. You said Tank one of the hardest punches in boxing, and he hit the man. And guess what? Tank punched a 16-year-old Devin Haney like that, and you got 30 minutes worth of footage where you can watch Tank Davis punching a 16-year-old Devin Haney just like that. And last time I checked, Devin Haney ain't have on no bodysuit. So last time I checked, Devin Haney, his ribs was exposed just like Ryan Garcia's was. And guess what? Devin Haney lasted in the ring longer with Tank Davis than Ryan Garcia did. A 16-year-old Devin Haney gave Ryan Garcia a tougher fight. I mean, gave Tank Davis a tougher fight than a grown Ryan Garcia. A 24-year-old Ryan Garcia couldn't do better than a 16-year-old Tank Davis. I mean, Devin Haney. 16-year-old Devin Haney fought Tank Davis better than 24-year-old Ryan Garcia. And we don't think Ryan Garcia took PEDs. Yeah, he on the sauce. He's definitely on it. Look at that quitter. Look at the man in the eyes. Man, you took my soul, man. I'm done. Look at this. And we don't believe this guy quit. Come on, man. Who y'all playing with? Who y'all playing with, man? Come on, man. Who y'all playing with? And Devin Haney got the Tank toughest fight to this day is a 16-year-old Devin Haney. Hey, y'all think I worry about Ryan Garcia? Come on, man. Ain't nobody worry about Ryan Garcia, dog. Ain't nobody worry about Ryan Garcia, bro. You had to take PEDs to be the guy with pillow fists. So you didn't take PEDs for the guy who got all the power, but the guy who got no power you took PEDs for. Make that make sense. So you need PEDs for the guy who ain't got no power, but the guy who do got power and knock out everybody, yeah, I'm just not gonna take nothing with him. And you know what? I'm gonna let him dehydrate me too. Oh yeah, definitely weak and insecure. Look at that. And guess what? I'm gonna tell anybody right now. And as much as people talk about Deontay Wilder ain't never did nothing like this. Everybody like that movie 300. Let me tell you, a lot of these dudes, man, they fake out here. They don't live what they say. A lot of these dudes just talking. Everybody watched Leonidas in the 300. Deontay Wilder would have went out on his shield. I done seen Americans die in the ring before they were doing stuff like this. All these little fighters y'all talking about, American fighters that be running, I done seen American fighters die in the ring before they did some coward stuff like this. I done seen guys die in the ring before they did something like this. Think about that. And this dude needed some PEDs after this fight. He needed some courage and some heart. And he needed the Wizard of Oz. Because he ain't nothing but the 10 man in the line. And people out here still praising this. Bro, this dude is cooked, man. He's done. I don't know if everybody know that, bro. Y'all be bringing this guy up. I can make money just talking about this guy. Are we serious? Do people not understand how bad this is? Let me tell you how bad this is that Ryan Garcia did this. We've never seen a fighter in boxing do this at this level. A fighter at this level do that. MMA or boxing. We've never seen a fighter in a main event fight this big do something like he did. We've seen no Moss and all that, but we ain't seen no dude quit like this. This dude quits. Devin Haney got up 3 times, 2 or 3 times, I can't remember, against a guy who's on PEDs. And now people realize that and they're like, oh, well, I need to see a rematch because I don't want to admit that I think that Ryan was on PEDs, but I just want to see a rematch. Shut up. You don't want to see no rematch. You know that coward took PEDs. Stop it, man. You know he took PEDs. Stop it. Let's quit talking about the guy like he ain't a coward, bro. Let's just stop doing that from now on, from this day forward. Like, let's quit talking about the guy like he ain't a coward. Like, I tried to keep it boxing for a while and keep it, you know, but y'all gonna take me back to my old self where I'm gonna start going in on these fighters and exposing them. Because Ryan Garcia stopped the guy who Lomachenko couldn't stop. That's suspect. That sounds like PED work, allegedly. That sounds like somebody who's on PEDs. So Lomachenko couldn't stop. He couldn't stop Luke Campbell, but for some reason Ryan Garcia can? Okay. After getting dropped by Luke Campbell? All right. Wasn't a knockout artist. Now all of a sudden he knocking out people. He going up in weight, knocking out people. He's going up to other weight classes, knocking out guys. And he ain't on PED. Let me tell you how I know I'm not wrong, and I'm not gonna be wrong. And you can pray to the heavens above that I'm gonna be wrong, and I'm not gonna be wrong, because Ryan Garcia did this. I seen Tyson Fury do this same thing, and everybody said, "Oh yeah, Sugar Hill." I haven't heard nobody brag about Sugar Hill not one time in 2024. That's how the boxing game gets exposed. I said 2 years ago, I said, man, they giving Sugar Hill and Derrick James way too much credit. These guys, I mean, they good trainers and everything, but they ain't doing nothing different than these other guys doing. Oh no, Sugar Hill, he got that power back. See how Fury did Deontay Wilder, and Fury couldn't do nothing with Ngannou. Fury couldn't do nothing with Ngannou. He boxed the same way against Ngannou that he did against Usyk. When they was talking about he out of shape, he wasn't out of shape. He got beat up. He ain't that good. He's a weight bully himself. Since we like to use the word weight bully, Tyson Fury is a weight bully. Every time he fights somebody close to his size, he gets beat down. Close to his size, he gets beat down. And I've been saying that. And if you follow this channel, you know I've been saying that, and I haven't been wrong since about that size situation. These guys ain't been fighting no big heavyweights. Ryan Garcia fought a 130 and Tank Davis and got dropped. Tank Davis really a 130, and he got dropped and couldn't stand up. You said I sound drunk? What am I lying about? The way you spelled your name is drunk, but for some reason you calling me a drunk though. You put all that work into that name you got, but you saying I'm drunk though. Do you want me to entertain you? What do I sound drunk about? What do I sound drunk about? You mad because I said something about one of your favorite fighters? Because I know y'all be over here hating on me. So what is it? Anybody can speak up right now. These dudes be over here watching what I'm saying because they know I got the best news to put out. These other dudes putting out fake news, telling y'all how Anthony Joshua the best heavyweight in the last 20 years. Now they asking him to retire. These type of fans. I'm not going to forget none of that stuff y'all been saying over the years. It's over with. This ain't 2019 no more. This ain't 2020. This ain't 2019. All that old boxing y'all been reporting. Bro, people been giving y'all time to do that. Y'all got AI channels out here telling better fake news than y'all. Bro, dudes been telling so much fake news. Now, I ain't talking about you. Dudes been telling so much fake news on boxing now, on YouTube, that you got AI channels reporting boxing now. You got AI channels reporting boxing. So I want to thank all you boxing fans out there and all you YouTubers that have AI channels reporting boxing now. That's how good y'all been doing the sport of boxing the last. So keep doing what y'all doing on boxing channels y'all be doing, and how y'all be talking about boxing. I'm gonna tell you one thing too. I'm the same guy 10 years ago that was telling everybody that, the WNBA finna come in a couple of years. So it ain't just in boxing I know about all sports. I was telling all these little dudes who run around talking about Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese every day now. I said 10 years ago that women's basketball was gonna take over because these dudes is playing like they in women's basketball. Doing layups and 3-pointers. That's the same thing these girls doing. I can watch them do layups and 3-pointers. And now you see what? Caitlin Clark, layups and 3-pointers. That's all these dudes doing. They ain't doing nothing else. They ain't playing hard. The women game more physical than the men's game, and that's what men's boxing is becoming like. You got now, if you watch a women's boxing fight, you'll see a more bloody fight in women's boxing than you'll see in men's boxing. You talking about I sound drunk. But you ain't got no opinion though. And you lucky I'm being nice right now, cause I would block you. You lucky I'm being nice right now. You ain't went too crazy with it. But to say I sound drunk when I'm sitting here spitting facts, and you got these little channels that you've been following the last 5 years and telling you how Terrence Crawford ain't that good, and now Terrence Crawford has sat up here and erased the PBC roster. You got guys that don't even want to call him out now. Now all of a sudden, I sound drunk. So if I sound drunk, how does all them guys who was talking about Anthony Joshua the best heavyweight of this era, how they sound? If I sound drunk, how them guys that said that Spence was the best welterweight of this era? If I sound drunk, how does all those people sound that said that Tank was supposed to fight Usyk Cruz next, but for some reason they saying that Shakur and Devin is ducking? And I put out that Tank was gonna fight Usyk Cruz next in January, and I said Rayo. And then people ask me, "Oh, bro, why you said Rayo and why you say Usyk Cruz?" Bro, if you ain't got nothing to talk about with boxing, bro. Yeah, he going to timeout, man. I'm gonna put him in timeout for a little bit. Cause I don't like to play games like that. He don't even come in here and talk. He don't even talk about boxing over here. So it ain't no reason for him to be over here. You lucky I don't block you. I'm just putting you in timeout right now. You lucky I don't block you. Cause you do be over here, but you lucky I don't block you. You better keep it boxing, bro. You don't know me, cuz I don't think you do. No, I got the Baccarat fight wrong. I picked Tim Tszyu. No, I didn't get that fight right. I picked Tim Tszyu. I was saying last year, this is what I was saying, Truth. I was saying last year that Baccarat was a bigger threat than what the fans was saying, because Baccarat was Charlo's mandatory for the last 3 years. While everybody running around talking about Earl Spence and Crawford fight need to get made, Baccarat was the mandatory before Charlo fought Castano. So after Charlo fought Tony Harrison, he was supposed to fight Baccarat. And he paid Baccarat some step aside money. Man, it might have been before Tony Harrison, but I don't think so. He paid Baccarat step aside money. Then he fought Castano again in a rematch. And then that's when everybody started saying, hey, he need to fight Tim Tszyu. And that's when he was like, who was Tim Tszyu? And I was like, man, hold on. So he got Tim Tszyu, and that when Tim Tszyu fought Tony Harrison, he was supposed to fight Baccarat. So I'm like, hey, why Baccarat ain't fighting Tim Tszyu? I said, Tim Tszyu supposed to fight Baccarat. And Baccarat turned down the fight. So I guess the promoter was saying, hey, let's wait on fighting Charlo instead of fighting. I said, let's fight. Yeah, he was a more dangerous fight. Yeah, I had called that, bro. I ain't right about everything, bro. I'm gonna be real with you. But some of these dudes, they be talking about boxing over the years, bro, and you know what I'm talking about. Bro, they tell these fans all kind of stuff over the years and just ruin stuff. They talking about some, bro, I heard dudes recently, but now before Baccarat fought Tim Tszyu, and you know this too, True, before Baccarat fought Tim Tszyu, everybody was sitting up here saying, hey, 154, it don't got no fighters there. That's why Charlo had to go fight Canelo, because 154 ain't got no fighters. Charlo fought everybody at 154. And I'm like, he fought everybody at 154? Bro, who said Brian Castano was the best fighter at 154? I said Brian Castano ain't the best at 154. I said, what? I said, nah, that don't make no sense. I said, that definitely don't make sense. And when you look at it, and when you look at the landscape of boxing, Charlo should have fought Crawford. Man, if Charlo would have went ahead and just fought Baccarat, well, hold on. Yeah, if he would have fought Baccarat, somehow probably Castano would have probably had to fight Tim Tszyu already, because he would have been busy. Charlo would have. But if he could have did that, he could have ended up lining up a fight with Crawford. And then that winner of that fight could have fought Canelo. That would have been a lot better than what they doing now. PBC acting like Canelo was going to say, nah, if y'all don't do the fight now, I ain't going to do it. Well, let's just get Charlo then. Like, man, come on, man. That's the first person y'all grab. That was the first person they grabbed. They ain't even think about grabbing Carlos Adames or somebody. Now, I know everybody say, well, Carlos Adames, he ain't that. Yeah, he ain't all that, but at the same time, he just as proven as Berlanga and these other guys are. He got a belt too at 160. They say I'm Janovic right now. But yeah, a lot of people don't think these fighters are dangerous though. That's why when you bring up certain people, even like Rayo recently, that's why I don't want to hear people tell me about Rayo. I heard people for the last couple of months. Bro, y'all know how it feel to sit on a live. I've been sitting on live this year. Be like, man, you know what? I really think Rayo got a chance, man. Oh, man, no, Usyk Cruz gonna knock Rayo out. I'm tired of talking about boxing like that. Boxing get annoying when people talk about boxing like that. If you gonna talk about the dude just gonna get knocked out, bro, all right, man, just go ahead and keep it pushing. I'm tired when people talking about boxing like that. Every time we talk about a boxing fight, they always talking about it's gonna end in a knockout. That means the fight don't need to be made. That's what that means. That means it's not a good enough fight. Duh. And that's what people don't realize. Now they looking at 154. They see Baccarat at 54. Baccarat about 31 years old. This dude been the mandatory for Charlo since he been about 27. And all of a sudden now he supposed to be a threat to Terrence Crawford. Man, when is boxing fans gonna wake up, bro? Like, for real. Even MMA fans don't do this. They kind of do it, but not really. Yeah, exactly, bro. Exactly, Aaron. That's what I'm saying. Exactly. Why would he cheat if he wasn't scared? Like, bro, that's what everybody don't understand about that whole situation. Like, I understand what everybody's saying about Devin Haney and the result in the fight. And you know what's crazy? During the fight, I was actually saying, man, Ryan Garcia looks huge. I said it so many times. I'm like, then a couple of weeks later, we found out he was on that stuff. Somebody else said he was on. Go Good said that Ryan Garcia cheated. Go Good called it out before the fight was even over. He was like, bro, he cheated, bro. He cheated. I was like, nah, bro, we just gonna wait. We gonna see. Right now, he won the fight. It is what it is. Man, he was right. Go Good was right about that. Go Good was right about that. He called it before everybody. Aaron was on here. He heard the same thing. Because we was looking like. And then the fight was still close. Man, the fight was still close. Then they gonna try to push out Verse Ortiz and Verse Bullshit. I know people trying to act like taking shots at Verse Ortiz. No, I'm not doing that. He was just in the wrong fight at the wrong time. That's it. It had nothing to do with him. He had a great performance. He had an immaculate performance. I think he had one of the best performances I've seen because he ain't fought in 2 years. I think he had one of the best performances ever. But I think Devin Haney had one of the best performances ever. Fought a guy on the juice. And now we act like that's not a big deal. Now when Triple G was fighting a guy on the juice, now everybody was out here crying, oh, boxing need to do something. Triple G did the same thing Devin Haney did. He done ran to the courtroom to sue Oscar De La Hoya as well. Bro, these dudes is really casuals on when it comes to boxing, bro. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I know a lot of people use that word, but if you didn't know that Triple G and Canelo sued Oscar De La Hoya already, but you crying about Devin Haney, you're a casual. Sorry to tell you. You are a casual. Not everybody else. You're a casual. You are a casual. That means you need to learn about the sport of boxing. Bro, I wanted to do a boxing channel on YouTube probably 10 years ago. But guess what I told myself? I'm not going to do it unless I actually know about the sport of boxing. These dudes just be getting online trying to get some money. Y'all might as well go out here and twerk like Sexy Red or something like that. And then if you want to get out here and get some money, shoot. They got transgenders in boxing if that's what y'all into. And I'm being real on that one. I'm talking about, man, Ryan ain't trying to take no VADA test or nothing, like Aaron said. Man, that dude ain't trying to take no VADA test or nothing. He know what time it is. The fact that nobody said that he was on steroids after he quit Tank Davis fight, that's all you need to know. That's all you need to know. I would love for Ryan Garcia to go out there and knock somebody else out the next fight. I would love for that to happen. Cause then I want to see somebody who got knocked out by Ryan Garcia get treated better than Devin Haney. I bet if Ryan Garcia go out his next fight and knock somebody out, that the guy he knocks out will get treated better than Devin Haney. All the fans gonna say is, well, at least he ain't taking him to court. At least he don't want to take the highlights down. At least he ain't crying about PEDs. He took the loss fair and square. I love boxing, though. I ain't gonna lie to you. I still love it. You know why? Because they can't lie to you. Bro, no matter what the fans do, they can sit up here and cap and all the other stuff and hate and watch from blinds and in the background. Cause I'm gonna be honest with you, a lot of these guys, most of the boxers they've been talking about, they just start talking about these guys for the first time. That dude Baccarat, I've been doing videos about that guy. I did a video about Baccarat before I did a video about let me name a big fighter. I did a video about Baccarat before I did a video about Devin Haney. And Devin Haney was one of my favorite fighters. I did a video about Baccarat before I did a video about Devin Haney. These dudes, as soon as they start their channel, they be like, yeah, let me just talk about the big time boxers and blah, blah, blah. Then when somebody get upset, oh yeah, I want to see Baccarat fight Terrence Crawford. Man, you ain't never asked for that fight. You just said wasn't nobody at 154 that could beat Terrence Crawford. Now Baccarat, he good now. First 154 ain't that good. Terrence Crawford needs to fight Janovic or somebody. Now all of a sudden, Baccarat, yeah, he the guy. I told you, they just want to find somebody to beat Terrence Crawford. And guess what? I just want to find somebody that can beat Canelo. And guess what? I know somebody that can. Benavidez. But if I say I want to find somebody that can beat Tank, oh, I want to find somebody that can beat Canelo, oh, that's an issue. But yeah, we want to find somebody that can beat Devin Haney. I heard people crying about Catterall versus Haney. That ain't good enough. We need somebody better than that. You know, Catterall, he ain't good enough to beat Haney. We need somebody who can beat him. These dudes turning boxing to game banging. Can't even appreciate the sport no more. Can't even appreciate it. Ain't nobody telling the truth no more in sports. It ain't real. Most of the kids now, when they look at sports and how people talk about sports, everybody moving like Skip Bayless now in boxing. Everybody, I see people cry about Skip Bayless for years. Oh, Skip Bayless always talking bad about the black athletes, and he don't never give LeBron them respect, and LeBron, the respect LeBron deserves and everything else, and you always talking about the black athletes, man. You don't never put no respect on these guys' names. Now you look around, all these guys talking about athletes like they can Skip Bayless. All of them. I be holding back. I was holding back on Regis Prograis. Because I really wanted to ask Regis Prograis, hey, where all them fans that was saying that you're the best and everything else, and you got this, and this going on. Where them guys at now? This boy Caldwell Pope ain't hit a 3-pointer all night. That's crazy. But yeah, man, Devin Haney exposing these fans like he should. He's an American fighter who's getting hated on. This is the only country that boos their own fighters at home. No other countries you're gonna go to the country where you're gonna see one of their top fighters getting booed. I ain't seen Japan boo one of their fighters yet. But over here, oh no, you know that's gonna happen. Because you know that's the way boxing sells. We gotta sell boxing that way. The only way some of these fans will support boxing, they gotta hate people. So as long as they hate somebody like Devin Haney, they'll support boxing. But if they don't got nobody like Devin Haney to hate on, it's not gonna be as fun as it should. Think about it. You got Tank Davis walking around in the sport of boxing right now, but you more concerned about who Devin Haney gonna fight. Devin Haney go out here and fight Lamont Roach right now at 135. Everybody gonna be like, oh my God, man, I can't believe. Like, bro, they really think this dude Floyd. Bro, y'all treating Devin Haney like he Floyd. I don't know who he think he is, but I know he getting treated like Floyd Mayweather. That boy is getting treated just like Floyd. I mean, he is a lucky guy. But yeah, man, they ruining the sport of boxing though, man, to be honest with you. They ruining the sport of boxing. Regis Prograis, to be honest with you, I'm going to just be 100 with y'all. I like Regis Prograis, but he should be, how should I say this? He should be ignored for like the next 2 or 3 years. I'm going to tell you why. Now he's one of the him and Keith Thurman. Him and Keith Thurman are one of the culprits that normalized that weight bully stuff. We wasn't hearing about none of that weight bully stuff. Pillow fist. Even Adrian Bronner said that. See, I was being nice about Adrian Bronner when he got his teeth knocked out from Blair Cobbs. And he broke his arm when he fell on it and all that embarrassing stuff that happened to him. But he was a guy running around saying that pillow fist stuff. He be getting memed all the time. Pillow fist, man. Bro, you pillow fist. Adrian Bronner ain't got no knockouts like that. I don't know who Adrian Bronner fooling, but he ain't cracking nobody like that at all. Most of the guys Adrian Bronner lost to got knocked out before. So yeah, all these American fighters running around normalizing this clown behavior. The only time these fans believe what these fighters say is when they disrespect Devin Haney. If Adrian Bronner got out here and said, man, I won that fight. They'll laugh at him when he say that. Like this foolish American, he ain't win that fight. You're an American fighter. You ain't getting no respect. But he'll sit around here and, oh yeah, Devin Haney, he got pillow fist. Everybody, yeah, he got pillow fist, man. Like Adrian Bronner said. Don't nobody care about nothing Adrian Bronner saying unless he talking about another brother. And that's a fact. You said them flying gloves? I don't know, man. I heard about it. Do I think it was, man, I seen something weird recently. I forgot what boxer it was. I seen a guy recently. He was, dang, I forgot what fight it was, dog. Man, it might have been Baccarat, bro. I'm gonna be honest with you. It might have been Baccarat. Let me go ahead and pull this up real quick. It might have been Baccarat. I don't know. Let me see. I don't know, man. I've been seeing guys do getting their hand raised with the glove on. Man, I seen somebody get their hand raised with one glove on. I'm like, no, that ain't it. I'm trying to see a picture. Damn, I can't find it. Trying to find a picture of Baccarat getting his hand raised last week. Yeah, look at this shit. Yeah, I heard no, it ain't really about the glove that's the problem. It's about what's inside the glove. That's the big problem. The glove ain't usually the problem. It's about what's inside the glove. Man, why this dude got his glove still on like this, man? Man, what is this? I'm gonna just raise that right there like this. I'm gonna just put that right there for a minute. And we might do a member video on that, but I'm gonna just leave that right there for a minute. But that's something that I've been holding in. I be seeing a lot of stuff I don't be speaking on, if y'all notice. I don't be trying to turn this channel into CSI where I'm just trying to sniff out every kind of dirty thing on boxers or something like that, but a picture speaks 1,000 words, so I'm just leave this right here and see if that makes sense. But yeah, man, stuff like this can't even get talked about because we still arguing about sales and stuff in Boston, bro. Ain't none of these dudes selling in Boston. Until we realize that, we'll all be all right. But ain't nobody selling in Boston like that right now. Everybody need a handout. Everybody needs some kind of help right now. But yeah, I know what you're talking about, Truth, with that left hand with Fundora. That's exactly what I was talking about. I know exactly what you're talking about, Truth. And I was trying to figure out if Wardley took his glove off. Go ahead and see this real quick. Wardley. Let me see. Cause sometimes, they don't get a glove off in time. Damn, can't find one. Oh, all right, man. Aaron, appreciate that, man. Enjoy your night, big dog. And the wife as well. Shout out to Aaron, man. That's my dog. Yeah, man, I can't wait till Haney fight again, man. Ain't nobody else putting no fights on right now. We still talking about Haney and Ryan Garcia. Really? Haney and Ryan Garcia? Man. Ain't none of these dudes doing nothing in Boston. I told y'all, I said a couple of months ago, all these channels were sitting up here telling everybody how the Haney and Ryan Garcia fight should have been canceled and it's not a big fight. And they begging for a part 2. All these fans begging for a part 2. No, you want to see Devin Haney, dog. Come on, man. You want to see Devin Haney. Bro, y'all not even asking for Ryan Garcia to fight Shakur Stevenson or Tank. Power slap, I don't know, man. Hey, I ain't gonna lie to you. The way I was on that bare knuckle last weekend, bro, I might have to be on bare knuckle. I gotta catch up on Misfits though. I still gotta make time for Misfits. I'm gonna squeeze in power slap later on. Power slap be reminding me of that one Sylvester Stallone movie. What's it called? Over the Top, when he's that arm wrestling movie. I gotta sit down and watch Power Slap. I definitely watched it though before. I watched it when they had it. You remember when they was putting it online before it was on TV? You remember they had Power Slap come out like 10 years ago. It wasn't like mainstream, but that's when it was getting pretty serious. Man, I had so much fun watching MMA this weekend, dog. I ain't watched MMA like that in years, bro. Yeah, that fight card, bare knuckle was straight this weekend though. If y'all ain't seen that bare knuckle, what was it, 67? That bare knuckle card last week, that was straight. Bare knuckle stepping it up. See, these dudes serious about their sports, man. A lot of these guys serious about their sports. A lot of these guys are serious. We already see how people like Usyk and Lomachenko and other guys are coming over to America with the way they approach boxing, how serious they take it. They come in shape all the time. But yeah, these guys take their sports very seriously. I know one thing: if we don't start cleaning up the fundamentals in America, we're gonna get left behind, man. We got good talent, very good fighters, but dudes ain't got no stamina, man. You say you can't get in the MMA, like, yeah, you got to be in the right mood. You know what I'm saying? You got to be in the right mood. To be honest with you, the last 10 years, I couldn't watch it. It didn't really interest me for real. You don't, right now, you can't get in the UFC and the MMA because it's like more wrestling going on. Like 10 years ago, they had more striking, more boxing going on in UFC. So that's why a lot of guys, it wasn't that many leg kicks. That's why it's harder for boxing fans to get into it because there's a lot of leg kicks and wrestling. People don't really know what's going on. It looks like guys just rolling around. But it's actually a lot going on and on the ground when they actually get on the ground and stuff. So yeah, MMA is a lot more technical than people realize. I never got that many fights right in my life though. The last couple of weeks I've been watching MMA. You said dudes are tight, short, hugging each other, kicking, choking. Oh, trust me, you ain't thinking about that when you're in there. When somebody can sit up there and put you to sleep, you ain't thinking about that. And to be honest with you, too, they hug more in boxing than they do in MMA. In MMA, if you're on the ground or something for a long time, mostly somebody gonna end up choking you out. In boxing, these dudes be hugging. They be having their mouth close to each other. Bro, boxing is way... Yeah, I feel them on that. Boxing is way more like... I'm gonna just be honest with you. Boxing got way more like iffy situations than the way these dudes be hugging and leaning on each other in boxing. Like, you gotta think about it. In MMA, you can hug each other and stuff, but it's a reason why you doing that. In boxing, there ain't no reason why these dudes be clinching like they do. These dudes be clinching for like 7 rounds. To me, I think that's... In MMA, you got a reason to clinch. In boxing, you don't got no reason to clinch like that. You really don't. Well, yeah, I understand what you're saying, but the Knicks and Cavs are tied right now. Hey. Oh yeah, I'm gonna do a basketball. I'm gonna start doing some live streams on basketball if y'all like basketball. I was gonna do the Knicks and Cavs tonight. I was gonna do them or somebody else. I might end up doing the Lakers or somebody. Yeah, I've been thinking about watching a little basketball every now and then. I ain't been watching sports like that over the last couple of years. You know, it'd be weird when you watching a certain sport all the time, then you just start watching one sport and you don't watch the other ones no more. Still know what's going on, but you don't watch them that much. But yeah, man, this dude had one glove on, man. This is weird. I think I should make a video about this. What's up, Blank Man? Hey, y'all think this is weird? You think this picture is weird with that one glove on? Or you think you think they just yeah, Eubanks Jr. Yeah, I reported it a couple of weeks ago, but then I thought about it. I said, well, maybe Canelo is I said maybe he's just talking about that because he was gonna line up some other fight because Charlo wasn't involved. But yeah, nah, Eubanks is a bad fight, man. It is. It's weird because people thought Eubanks and Crawford was a bad fight, and Crawford's a 47. So at this point, Crawford and Canelo are looking at the same opponents. Because at first, Crawford wanted to fight Charlo. That didn't happen. Then Canelo ended up fighting Charlo. Then he wanted to fight Eubanks. That didn't happen. Now Canelo Canelo's fighting all these guys' opponents. Like all the opponents that Benavidez or Crawford could fight, he's fighting those people. Like we might not get a Berlanga fight with Benavidez because of that Canelo fight. Unless he get desperate. Yeah. Take it out the ring, then it get weird. Yeah, you right. Yeah, it's crazy, man. I don't know. It's getting. Yeah, I'd rather see Eubanks and Conor Benn. At this point, it actually got a storyline behind it. It ain't something that I want to see, but if Canelo gonna be involved in a fight, it shouldn't be Eubanks. It shouldn't be Eubanks. Nah, it look like it's gonna be uplifted. They talking about possibly. Okay, so how do I say this? So Canelo fights in May. They possibly thinking about doing something early with Eubanks. In my mind, they thinking about doing something with Eubanks in February, then coming back in May with a Canelo fight. But that'll be a lot, but they still thinking about it. But I think if Eubanks get a Canelo fight now, he'll skip it. I think the only reason Canelo even talking to Eubanks right now is because he was talking about that Conor Benn fight. You seen him and Conor Benn promoting that fight after Eubanks had won when Conor Benn jumped in the ring? I think Eddie Hearn did that on purpose. Cause he like, hey, if Canelo want to make this fight with Eubanks, he better take it now, cause I'm finna make Conor Benn fight. Yeah, all these guys be juicing, man. There be a lot of fighters that people be giving credit to that be juicing. That's boxing though, but yeah, a lot of these guys be juicing. And they got caught. That's why boxing's so hard. That's why I can't really even go in on Tim Tszyu, because it's like every time you jump in the ring, you taking a risk. Not to say that old boy owns something. I'm just saying this glove picture right here can look kind of weird, but yeah, it's definitely a weird situation. And Conor Benn was huge when he was on them PEDs, and Eubanks looked like a shrimp. He was finna go in there and get destroyed. Conor Benn would have destroyed Eubanks in that fight. Nah, it wouldn't matter if he had Bomac. He could have Bomac and Terrence Crawford in there. It ain't gonna matter. Yeah, Chris come back, Eubanks. Yeah, I don't know how he got on the table. That's insane. That's insane. That dude, I don't know, man. It's weird because last year, I was telling people last year, they was trying to get, man, Adrian Broner was being talked about with like a few people. I know Devin Haney at one point, Ryan Garcia, Conor Benn. Now this year, you got Eubanks talking to Conor Benn, Canelo, and Crawford. And the only person that'll be a tough fight for, not a tough fight, but it would make sense as far as why it's difficult, would be Terrence Crawford, because he's not a 160. Yeah, I gotta give Tulaney some credit, man. I ain't did a video on him yet. Yeah, I ain't did a video on Tulaney yet, but I gotta still go do a video about him. Yeah, I think he good. I like him. I'm impressed by him. Yeah, I think Tulaney is a beast, bro. I really like Tulaney. Oh, he was on the Boston Voice today? Bet. I'm gonna go and watch that. I'm gonna go ahead and watch that. Yeah, I be liking when they have appearances and stuff. Yeah, he was on the Boston Voice. I definitely gotta see that. You said they need to step up the testing before every fight. Yeah, a lot of these guys, they be cleaning themselves. To be honest with you, Ryan Garcia would have actually got away with it. He would have actually got away with the test, with failing the drug test, if he wouldn't have been smoking and drinking the whole time. If he wouldn't have been smoking and drinking the whole time, he would have got away with it. Yeah, if he wouldn't have been smoking and drinking, he would have got away with it. Yeah, he would have been got away with it, man. He definitely got away with one. But yeah, that's the only reason he got caught, though. And a lot of people don't really notice that. Yeah, they don't play that about that clinching in the ring. They don't play about the clinching and their rings be small. Yeah, I ain't noticed that. Their rings do be small. Yeah, I'm gonna watch that. He was on the Boston Voice. But yeah, the testing, it's always been all right. But at the same time, you know, guys be finding loopholes. They be cleaning themselves. That's why a lot of times those guys are postponing the fights so they can make sure they clean by the time the testing come around. So you remember when Ryan Garcia was like, well, we can push the fight back. I'm not trying to do the fight right now. I want the fight to be in Las Vegas. I don't want the fight to be in New York. That's when he knew he was dirty. Allegedly. So a lot of times those guys push fights back so they can clean themselves out by the time the fight come around. They'll still have some in their system, but it won't show up. That's why he'll probably take some for a week, then go in there, work out with it, do an IV or whatever, flush it out. It's a whole bunch of stuff that goes on with all that. But yeah, that's why IVs are illegal. Yeah. I understand what you're saying. Yeah, Regis. Yeah, I seen what he said. Yeah, Regis. He ain't a bad guy. He just said some dumb things recently, bro. Regis think these fans is his fans and they not his fans. He gotta understand that the fans you had or you got, those are the fans you got. Yeah, Vegas definitely gonna be the rematch if it happens. If the rematch happens, it's gonna be in Vegas. It has to be. If the rematch happens, it's in Vegas. Me personally, I would do it at the football stadium, but you know the MGM and everything is where it's at always. I like that spirit they had for UFC though. Ain't nothing topping that right now. Yeah, I need to check that out though. Yeah, I had seen Regis program on there talking earlier. He's talking about he ain't retiring now. So he said he not retiring. And I knew he wasn't retiring, man. I know he ain't want to retire. He just want to feel wanted by the fans. That's all it is. But like I was saying though, these is not his fans, man. Regis, these are not your fans, buddy. These are not your fans. These are definitely not your fans. But yeah, if y'all want to watch some more fighting content, I'm gonna be on here doing like MMA and bare knuckle on the weekends. Man, that bare knuckle was on point, man. If y'all don't watch bare knuckle, should at least give it a chance. Them dudes throwing hands on there. I'm talking about throwing some heat on bare knuckles. He said Regis versus Kambosos. That'd be a good fight at 140. Regis Progress talking about he going to 47. He talking about he going to 147. He going to 147. I can see Teofimo Lopez trying to fight Regis Progress at 47. I don't know. They need to get some fights going though. They definitely need to get some fights going. If Catterall don't get that Paro fight, he gonna have to take a tough fight though. The thing about Paro is right now, he gotta take a tough fight. I mean not Paro, but Catterall. He gotta take a tough fight his next fight. So he can kind of stay in line and try to get a chance at that belt. I think he the number one contender right now. Nah, no he's not, because I don't think he's the number one contender like he was. He was the number one contender. Or close to it. I think he got dropped or something because he didn't. Yeah, Regis, he gotta. To be honest with you, Regis got lazy, bro. He was. If you go back and look at that fight, bro, he was acting like he was blowing him out or something like that. He was like dancing and he was like, you know what I'm saying? He was like trying to style on him. He was trying to act all cool, like, yeah, you know. Because he was jabbing and fighting good in the beginning, then middle rounds, I'm like, yeah, bro, you finna lose. I don't know. You acting like you just a technician because he was landing. He started acting like he started getting cocky a little bit. Just gonna keep it real. And that's what Catterall just started going off on him. Yeah, T.O. be tripping, bro. You said Artem, Maxie Hughes or Artem? I don't know. Artem a bronze medalist, bro. I think Artem got like a bronze medal or something like that. I know everybody think he a bum. I don't know, bro. It got to be Artem because Artem, man, he survived that last Shakur Stevenson fight. He survived that last fight. I like Maxie Hughes though. I think Maxie Hughes is a good fighter. That's a close call though. Only because of that experience Artem got, that background, but I think Maxie Hughes is a tough fight too though. That would be a tough fight for him right now. That's that's actually some good suggestions right there. But I think Abdullah Mason is doing like steals. I don't want to say nothing crazy. I know he was doing 6-round fights recently. You know, he's not that old. He's still maturing. Abdullah Mason, 8-round fights. Okay, yeah, you got 8-rounders. I gotta do his fight video too. I'm gonna start doing some video for next week. Yeah, he got some 8-rounders in here. Yeah, he getting it done in the 8-rounders though. This dude's stopping dudes who ain't never been stopped before. Or dudes that been stopped one time. Yeah, he's stopping dudes who ain't never been stopped now though. Dang. Abdullah Mason getting most of these guys up out of there, bro. Just being real. But yeah, he still needs to develop a little bit. Yeah, that's a good fight. Yeah, Regis was jabbing early, but man, he got lazy. That's why he got dropped twice. He started acting all cool, like, yeah, I'm just gonna sit back and throw my punches. Man, just go back and look at how he was throwing his punches before he got dropped. Before he got knocked down, that'll explain everything. That's why I wasn't even like thinking about it. I'm like, yeah, bro. Dude really did deserve to lose though. Like, you really sitting back in somebody else's country and you trying to like entertain right now. That's what kind of threw me off. It's like he's in another person's country trying to entertain right now. He could have brought a lot more to the table in that fight. But yeah, it's crazy because Devin Haney made him look so bad in the last fight when him and Devin Haney was fighting. Then even Regis Prograis looking good a little bit. And it's like a big deal. That's the crazy part, but it's not crazy. That's the crazy part, but it's not crazy. Yeah, but he got to bring something else to the table though soon. He moving up to 147. I think he gonna have some trouble up there. He not gonna be able to deal with nobody like Boots at 47. Boots Ennis at 47 and be too much for a Regis Prograis. Maybe waiting too late to move up to 47. I think he waited too late. What y'all think? I think he waited too late. Yeah, I like Kambosos versus Regis though. Hey, I'm not gonna lie, Blake, man, that makes sense. Kambosos versus Regis. That makes sense when I think about it. Regis' arms ain't that long. I know everybody was saying that Catterall arms ain't that long either. But I think, how do I say this? Because I had a homeboy he was kind of built like Regis. He looked like him and everything. He had short arms and short legs, but he had a long torso. So that's kind of how like Regis is kind of built. So to some people, his arms look a little shorter, but I think his reach is about the same as Catterall. But yeah, he's at a disadvantage at 47. Those guys are a little taller than those guys at 140. That's why Josh Taylor ain't went up yet. Yeah, he did. He was doing too much early. And then later on in the fight, Regis was like kind of relaxed. He let Catterall get back into the fight. And he wasn't tired. So it wasn't like Catterall was going all out and he was just going through the motions. He gave himself a chance, but man, I went back and I looked at it, I'm like, nah, man, he ain't. Y'all was right about it. He ain't doing enough. He ain't doing enough. And it wasn't even because Regis' program wasn't good enough. He was just scared to throw the jab, which is actually a bad thing, bro. Like, why you ain't throwing the jab? Can't believe you're afraid to throw the jab. That's insane to me. But we got some good fights coming on though this weekend. I don't know, man. We could possibly have an upset this weekend. I'm saying no, but the way boxing been going, we got a top ranked card. Top rank has been having a lot of upsets on their cards. I think this weekend is gonna be the real deal. They gotta get this month started off right too, because after this week, next week gonna be crazy. They got Matias. Bam Rodriguez, Boots, Troy Osley, and Lacey's Iglesias and Keyshawn Davis all fighting next week. from Thursday to Saturday. Then after that, they got Barrios. Oh man. So they got Jake Paul and Mike Tyson on Friday. I know everybody gonna watch that. I know a lot of people not paying attention to it now, but bro, when it get close, it's gonna get insane. Once it get close, it's gonna get insane. And I think that's how most people want it. Yeah, it get close, it's gonna be insane, man. You say you don't want Mike at 60? Yeah, I know Mike at 60. But shoot, they making it happen, man. The fight happening. The fight is happening. I definitely didn't want it. I didn't want to see him fight what was it, Roy Jones. Then I watched it, I was like, kinda enjoyed it. Yeah, Mike old, man. I seen him up there when he was bro, I was looking at Mike's face like, cause you know when you get older, your face kind of hangs a little bit. I was like, man, Mike old, dog. Mike like grandpa age, bro. He out here trying to fight for real. But bro, Mike Tyson still like, if Jake Paul was to walk up on Mike in the street, bro, it would be a problem. If Jake Paul goes out there and loses to him, it's gonna be embarrassing. He gonna have to retire. Oh yeah, they all about money though, man. That's why Jake Paul and Mike Tyson fighting. That's what fans okay with it. So you know, I ain't tripping about it. The Mike Tyson thing, it ain't. You say it'll be scripted. Yeah, you know, a lot of this stuff is scripted. There's a lot of guys who most of these robberies. When we talk about robberies in boxing, that's most of the time we talking about stuff that's scripted. That's scripted stuff. When they say, "Oh yeah, I think this guy won," and the other guy clearly won, that's like scripted. So yeah, that happens all the time in boxing. Yeah, that happens all the time. I think that Jake Paul possibly had a knockout that was scripted, but I'm just allegedly. I think possibly he could have. But then I think about it, but on the other hand, I'm like, nah. Dude is pretty big now. Dude is pretty tall now, so I was like, I gotta think about it. But yeah, man, that's all I was gonna talk about today, man. I wasn't gonna be on here short time, but I spent a little time on here today. I'll probably be on here tomorrow though. I was just checking in, talking about some news, some boxing. I'll probably be back on in the morning. Appreciate everybody for coming through though. Hit the like button. Yeah, Jake Paul the hustler, man. Uh that's what he do. He pimping the game now, man. He know what time it is. Him and Mike. He like, hey, ain't nobody else boxing, so let's put on a little fight where we can kind of milk the game real quick and get up out of here. You know, KSI and everybody else doing it, so he like, hey, let's go ahead and do this. And you know Mike was gonna do it because he like, hey, these guys ain't even real boxers. And they out here making all this money. I'm definitely finna get up out here and make some money. But yeah, man, that's all I got, man. Appreciate you coming through. Rieno. That's how you spell your name, Rihanna Benton?